Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the JesterCast with more Pix-Autumn. And today, we are going to the Paris with Ratatouille.
I've had ratatouille before. It's actually really good.
It is.
Indeed. I think we've got all the main roles figured out. That I will be Skinner and Remy. Me and Jack, I am giving you the luxury of being Linguini.
Okay.
And you can also be Gusto, Chef August Gusto.
Ah, gotcha. I'll do my best, Brad Garrett.
And
We all know who I'm going to be. I mean, there's only one female in the whole damn movie.
well, I mean, you can take your Osmodius voice and be Remy's dad if you want.
Hmm.
You want me to be a sexy dad?
Well, hey, DILFs exist.
I couldn't resist. I had to do something like
Yes,
that.
be a rat DILF.
I'm good. I'll stick with Colette. Anyway, okay.
right.
Yep, I'll be Colette, and any other extra roles I need to put in.
All right, then I guess everyone else will just be taken by Jack. Poor baby.
Or we'll
Okay.
divvy him up, or it's a first come first serve thing.
Yeah, it's whatever. All right. Okay. All right. Oh yeah, right. Directions. Alexa, give me a number between 1 and 3.
Here's a number between 1 and 3. It's 1.
Okay.
Damn, Jack just taking everything on this one. He just hauling it all on his back.
Well, he can ad lib.
I'll try to do better this time.
If you need a break, I'll take over. We can switch off at some point.
Sure, we'll see.
Okay.
All right.
Let's begin.
Do this.
All right. Ratatouille. We open up on a television set, turn to a documentary.
Sweat. You could be the TV narrator.
Although each of the world's countries would dispute this fact, we French know the truth. The best food in the world is made in France. The best food in France is made in Paris. And the best food in Paris, some say, is made by Chef Augustus Gustav. Did I say his name right?
It's August
No, it's
Gusteau.
Gusteau. August Gusteau.
We see some images of Gusteau cooking, signing his book, being Gusteau.
Gusteau's restaurant is a toast of Paris. Booked 5 months in advance and his dazzling ascent to the top of the French cuisine has made his competitors envious. He is the youngest chef ever to achieve a 5-star rating. Chef Cousteau's cookbook, Anyone Can Cook, has climbed to the top of the bestseller list. But not everyone celebrates its success.
Then enters the Tim Burton-looking character, the food critic, Antoine Ego.
Amusing title, Anyone Can Cook. What's even more amusing is that Gusteau actually seems to believe it. I, on the other hand, take cooking seriously, and no, I don't think anyone can do it.
Then we fade into the title of Walt Disney Pictures Presents a Pixar Animation Studios film. Now we are onto the French countryside, late afternoon. And now we see the title, Ratatouille. Move closer and start hearing muffled sounds of struggle. Furniture being bumped, dishes breaking, and we see oh, right. Furniture being bumped, screaming, and a scrabble crash, followed by an old lady shriek. Close to the window now, we see that it's shattered by a cookbook. Underneath the pages, shielding himself from the shards of splintering glass, is our main rat, Remy.
This is me. I think it's apparent I need to rethink my life a little bit. What's my problem? First of all, I'm a rat. Which means life is
So he
hard.
darts up from behind a window. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just doing my internal monologue.
Gotcha.
Which means life is
Breaking the
hard.
fourth wall.
Sure that the coast is clear, the rat scampers out into the yard, followed by dozens of more. We're basically seeing a bunch of rats just doing their thing.
And second, I have a highly developed sense of taste and smell. Yes, that is how the words work. I know perfect English. I have a highly developed sense of taste and smell.
Among all those rats, this one, Remy, smells something that catches his attention. Napoleon. The dessert, not the historical figure.
Yeah, trust me, the historical figure smells much worse. Flour, eggs, sugar, vanilla bean. Ooh, small twist of lemon.
And the dessert suddenly erupts and pops out his pudgy little brother, Emile, covered in cream and obviously oblivious to what he's done. Wow, you could smell all that? You have a gift.
This is Emile, my brother. He's easily impressed.
And then we cut to Remy's papa, Django, looking a little, I don't know, dismissive and judgmental. Uh, did you want to take it,
Sorry.
Sweat? Or,
Oh, sorry. I was
Oh.
hearing my dad yelling.
oh,
Looks like I think Otto was outside barking again.
oh.
Well, I can try and take it. So you can smell ingredients. So what?
This is my dad. He's never impressed. He also happens to be the leader of our clan.
Remy catches another scent and frowns, but this one's different somehow. He follows it to Django.
What's wrong with having highly developed senses?
Just as Django's about to eat that little apple core, Remy lunges at him and stops him short.
Whoa, don't eat that!
What's going on here?
Still holding on to it, Remy sniffs at it, and he follows the scent to a tarp in the corner. He lifts it up, revealing rat poison.
Turns out that funny
impressed.
Turns out that funny smell was rat poison. Suddenly, Dad didn't think my talent was useless. I was feeling pretty good about my gift. Until Dad gave me a job.
Cut to seeing a line of rats filing past Remy, holding up rotted scraps of food so he can test smell them.
That's right. Poison checker.
And it basically turns into him having a job at the DMV.
Clean. Clean. Cleanerific. Cleanerino. Close to godliness. Which means clean. You know, cleanliness is close to... Never mind. Move on.
The rat moves on. Remy resumes his boring inspection.
Well, he made my dad proud.
Now, don't you feel better, Remy? You've helped a noble cause.
Noble? We're thieves, Dad. And what we're stealing is, let's face it, garbage.
It isn't stealing if no one wants it.
If no one
It's
wants it,
true.
why are we stealing it?
It's clear they've had this argument before.
Let's just say we have different points of view. Like this
Cut
much
to
I knew.
Django and Emil eating a. Oops, sorry.
No. Please go ahead with the directions. I spoke out of turn.
All good. Django and Emil are gobbling up trash. Remy watches disgusted as he looks at down his old plate.
This much I knew. If you are what you eat, then I only want to eat the good stuff. But to my dad,
Food is fuel. You get picky about what you put in your tank, your engine's gonna die. Now shut up and eat your garbage.
if we're gonna be thieves, why not steal the good stuff in the kitchen, where nothing is poisoned?
First of all, we're not thieves. Secondly, stay out of the kitchen and stay away from humans. It's dangerous.
Remy watches the farmhouse, drawn to the warm light and the sounds.
I know I'm supposed to hate humans, but there's something about them. They don't just survive, they discover, they create. Just look at what they do with food.
The TV is tuned into the same show we saw in the opening, with Chef Gusteau cooking and speaking to the camera. Good food is like music you can taste, color you can smell. There is excellence all around you. You need only be aware to stop and savor it. Remy notices the leftover plate of fruits and cheeses. He takes some and a bite.
Gusteau was right.
And then, basically in his head, we see it visualized of him just tripping out over the food.
Each flavor was totally unique. You're
He also
amazing.
takes a bit of strawberry.
But combine one flavor with another, and something new is created.
It's true if
Yeah,
you
he's
ever
basically tripping on drugs.
if you're talking to someone who's actually ate good cheese with strawberry, it is a really good pair.
Oh, it is.
Anyway,
While he's enjoying all this, a light snaps on, breaking the spell. The old lady's awakened, Remy drops the food and scampers off. But he follows a pleasant scent in the air, which leads him to the beautiful mushroom.
So now I had a secret life. The only one who knew about was Emil.
aw,
Emil!
Emil's on a garbage can rooting around, and Remy calls up.
Emil! Psst! Hey! Emil! Look!
Huh?
I found a mushroom! Come on, you're good at hiding food. Help me find a good place to put this.
We cut to Remy and Emil walking together. Emil on all fours, dragging the garbage bag, and Remy walking upright, carefully cradling his mushroom.
He doesn't understand me, but I can be myself around him.
Why are you walking like that?
I don't want to constantly have to wash my paws. You ever think about how we walk on the same paws that we handle food with? You ever think about what we put into our mouths?
All the time.
When I eat, I don't want taste everywhere my paws have been.
Well, okay, but if Dad sees you walking like that, he's not gonna like it.
What have you got there?
Huh?
Cheese? You found cheese? And not just any cheese, told the Shara de Pays! That would go beautifully with my mushroom! And this rosemary! This rosemary with maybe with a few drops from the sweet grass!
Well, throw on the pile, I guess, and well...
We don't want to throw this in with the garbage! This is special.
But we gotta return to the colony before sundown, or Dad's gonna...
Emil, there are possibilities unexplored here. We gotta cook this! Now, exactly how we cook this is the real question. Oh, yeah!
We got to seeing that Remy has skewered the mushroom and cheese onto part of a TV antenna. Yeah, that sounds safe. Which he spins... which he spins over like a rotisserie.
The key is to keep turning it. Get the smoky flavor nice and even.
Oh, that storm's getting closer. Hey, Remy, you think that maybe we shouldn't be so. Yeah. This is why you don't F around with a TV antenna.
Especially during a
anyway,
lightning storm.
Yep, and during a approaching lightning storm. But yep, they got shocked and thrown off the rooftop, but thankfully they survived. And as Remy looks at his new creation, he takes a bite out of it.
Oh, you gotta taste this! It's got this kind of burny, melty. It's not really a smoky flavor. It's a certain. It's kind of like kind of boom, zap kind of taste. Don't you think? What would you call that flavor?
Lightningy?
Yeah, it's lightningy. Oh, we gotta do that again. Okay, when the next storm comes, we'll go up on the roof. I know what this needs. Saffron. A little saffron would make this.
Saffron. Why do I get the feeling
It's in the
in the
kitchen.
Mm. Cut to them inside the house while the old lady's still fast asleep in front of the TV. Remy is rummaging through the spices.
Saffron.
Oh god, don't like it. She's gonna wake up.
I've been down here a million times. She turns on the cooking channel, boom. She never wakes up.
You've been here a million times?
I'm telling you, saffron will be just a thing. Gusteau swears by it.
Okay, who's Gusteau? He pushes goes through some cookbooks, revealing a well-worn copy of Auguste Gusteau's "Anyone Can Cook" on the
Oh,
shelf.
they skipped a line. The line underneath that is, just the greatest chef in the world wrote this cookbook.
I knew something was missing. Wait, you read?
Well, not excessively.
Oh man, does Dad know?
You could fill a book, a lot of books, with things Dad doesn't know. And they have. Which is why I read. Which is also our secret.
I don't like secrets. All this cooking and reading and TV watching while we read and cook. It's like you're involving me in a crime. And I let you. Why do I let you? Meanwhile, the rat's streaming from a crack in the wall, throwing food from the compost pile onto the heap. Django's at the center overseeing things, but he turns away distracted.
What's taking those kids so long?
Back at the kitchen, Remy locates a tiny vial of saffron.
Ah, Aquila saffron. Italian. Gusteau says it's excellent. Good thing the old lady's a food love.
But something on the TV attracts Remy's attention. Chef Gusteau is being interviewed.
Hey, that's Gusteau! I mean, look!
Great cooking is not for the faint of heart. You must be imaginative, strong hearted. You must try things that may not work, and you must not let anyone define your limits because of where you come from. Your only limit is your soul. What I say is true. Anyone can cook, but only the fearless can be great.
Pure poetry. What?
Uh,
Hang on. Damn it. I had the page refresh. Hang on.
no problem.
But it was not to last. Gusteau's restaurant lost one of its 5 stars after a scathing review by France's top food critic, Anton Ego.
Remy drifts close to the TV, drawn to the shocking news.
It was a severe blow to Gusteau, and a broken-hearted chef died shortly after, which, according to tradition, meant the loss of another star.
Gusteau is dead?
Suddenly, the TV snaps off. Remy and Emil spin around to see the old lady is awake and holding a piece.
Run! She's packing!
Remy and Emil scatter. Emil panics and races to the attic.
No, you'll lead her to the colony.
She starts blasting everywhere.
So anyway, they still have blasted.
Let's see. Just behind the scrambling. Emil leaps clear, lands on the end of a hanging light fixture. Old lady has him. Dead to rights. She levels the gun barrel, dangling helplessly. Emil braces for it and click. The shotgun's empty, though. Oh, phew.
What?
Huh? I'm not dead? Remy looks up. Emil's still alive? Oh, thank God. But the old lady curses, ejects the shells, and I think she's getting ready to reload. But Emil sees an opportunity, starts scrambling to pull himself up. Old lady sees this, rushes for more shells. Remy sees no opening to help Emil. Old lady spies Remy coming out to help. She redoubles and to get more shells. Emil struggles with his fat body up to the precarious light fixture. Help! Remy, help!
Emil starts being like, I'll try to grab you. Can you tell I've watched this movie a lot?
Here was just a very loud squeaky. She finds her ammo, but her ammo box, but it's empty. She yanks open another door. Emil has the light fixture and reaches out for Emil.
Emil, swing to me.
Okay. Old lady decides to look at the bookshelf for more ammo. Looking back to see two rats are still together, struggling. Still finds no shells. Goes to the cabinet. She finds a fresh box of shells. Yay! Oh wait, no, yay. Then starts to reload. Remy starts to lift Emil. Lady drops her knees to pick up a shell, loads it as Emil's feet get to purchase. What? Lady chambers her shell and swings the shotgun around. Rats scramble up into a new blast hole. It explodes and buckshot. Then there's a loud crack. The lady looks up. A large fissure stinks across the ceiling and connects to a wide area of the shotgun holes. And a massive chunk falls out. And oh crap. And out spills from the attic above its furniture hundreds of surprised rats. She totally freaks out and runs away.
Evacuate! Everyone to the boats!
Everyone escapes. Grab only the essentials. Go, 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 go. Remy stops and looks back to look at Cousteau's cookbook.
The book.
And then turns back, rushing to the flood of fleeing rats.
Nice
Everybody
priorities,
driven out
Remy.
the windows and drinking to the cracks. What?
I was saying nice priorities, Remy.
The rats run into the tall grass, pulling aside camouflage, revealing several watercraft built from junk. Oh, resourceful. They get into the water and climb aboard. Django urges them on.
Go, go, go! Move, move, move!
Remy's the last one coming out, struggling with Cousteau's cookbook. But a strange sound causes him to look up. Oh, crap. Lady's back. And now we're in World War II gear. Uh-oh. She starts after Remy and spraying gas everywhere. And Remy hoists the cookbook onto his back and makes a running leap to the window, lands in the lawn of the shower of the glass. It appears the cookbook itself is struggling to catch up with the fleeing rats.
Wait for me!
But then rain starts falling, and the last boat has shoved off from shore. But Django's boat lingers a little bit longer.
Everybody here? We have everybody? Wait, where's Remy?
Back at the shore, Remy throws the book into the water and starts paddling toward the tunnel.
Right here! I'm coming! I'm coming!
Hold on, son! Give him something to grab onto!
Git, a huge muscular lab rat, also that's his name, grabs a spatula and hoists it over the water toward Remy.
Come on, boy!
Remy reaches out, desperately trying to paddle with the other paw.
Paddle, son! Come on! Reach for it! You can do it!
Remy's almost there, but then blam! A blast hits the water, sending Remy flying backwards. Oli is taking position at the footbridge above. She fires at Django's boat, missing as his boat enters the tunnel. Oh no!
Remy!
Dad!
Come on, you can make it! You can make it!
Remy climbs back aboard the cookbook and paddles into the drain pipe before the lady can get off another shot. She curses. Remy paddles, and head jangles but vanishes into the dark.
Guys, wait! Stop! Hold up! Wait for me! Hold up! Dad? Dad?
Silence. Silence as he strains to look through the darkness. He makes out shapes, but the channel forks into two tunnels.
Which way?
He paddles towards the right tunnel, but changes his mind and goes towards the left. Paddles, picks up speed, hears a rumble. The rumble becomes a roar. Remy whirls, paddles furiously. He's head towards the edge of a waterfall.
Oh, no, no, no!
Too late! He's over the edge! He and the cookbook can go over the edge and tumble into the rapids below. He gets tossed around like a rag doll and buffeted in every direction by churning water. He struggles for air, finally breaking the surface. But he takes a breath and is plunged back under. Stone walls blur past him. He swims through, struggles even further. He finds his cookbook and swims towards it and catches up, pulls himself aboard, and uses it like a raft. He looks back, amazed he's still alive, and he collapses, exhausted.
I waited
He,
for a sound.
Yep. Sorry.
A voice. A sign. Something.
Remy flips a crinkled page of the book to an amazing photo of pastry. He's getting hungry. He turns to look to a drawing of Gusteau on the opposite page. The illustration comes to life, speaking to Remy.
Ooh.
If you're hungry, go up and look around, Remy. Why do you wait and mope?
Well, I've just lost my family. All my friends. Probably forever.
How do you know?
Well, You are an illustration. Why am I talking to you?
You just lost your family? Or your friends? You are lonely?
Yeah,
One
well...
second, guys.
Huh?
Hmm?
Yeah, well, you're dead.
But that is no match for wishful thinking. If you focus on what you left behind, you will never be able to see what lies ahead. Now, go up and look around. Remy does so, considering the streets above. He looks back
Hey,
to the
guys,
illustration. Huh? What's up?
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go move my car. We're supposed to get snow tonight.
Okay.
I
Uh-oh.
will be. It's okay. I'll be right back. It won't be more than 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Should I keep going or should we wait?
Yeah, keep going. She won't have another line for a while.
Okay. Let's see. He considers the streets, looks above, looks back at the illustration. Gusteau is frozen again. Okay, Remy, the hallucinations can stop now. For now. So Remy decides to go. He goes up to a building between the walls with the pipes. Moves through a crack of the building. Goes to the next room. We see a big party in progress. Remy spies a loaf of delicious bread. He goes to grab it and goes to take a bite. But then the Gusteau sprite appears in front of him, smaller than Remy. What are you doing?
I'm hungry! I don't know where I am, but I don't know when I'll find food again!
Remy, you are better than that. You are a cook. A cook makes. A thief takes. You are not a thief.
But I am hungry.
Food will come, Remy. Food always comes to those who love to cook. Poof. He vanishes. Remy shakes it off, puts the bread down, and denies his hunger and moves on. He keeps moving forward and through the building. Following his exceptional nose, we see glimpses of various French lives. A painter carefully painting a nude model we can't see. God dang it! I mean, there's a dog barking aggressively, warning Remy away from the flat. Lovers quarreling, and let's see. Oh, right. She's shakily waving a pistol at a defiant he.
You think I am playing, Francois? You think I am playing?
You don't have the guts. Losing interest, Remy just moves on. We hear a shot. Well, actually, it was just a couple struggling with the gun. And although it clashed to the floor and neither of them got shot, they glare at each other and then make out. Remy rolls his eyes and just moves on. Yeah, we don't have time for this drama. Camera continues to follow Remy as he scampers through the railings, and then looks up and reveal a stunning panorama of Paris at night. It's gorgeous, vast, and Remy is just gobsmacked.
Paris? All this time I've been underneath Paris? It's beautiful.
Remy takes in the sights, and then he sees a huge sign atop a building several blocks away. It's Cousteau's! With the frying pan in each hand, the sign marvels at the panorama. Most beautiful.
Gusto's? Your restaurant? You led me to your restaurant!
It seems as though I have. Yes, there it is! I have led you to it!
I gotta see this.
Remy heads
Okay,
out
I'm
toward
back.
the restaurant. What's up?
No, I'm back and I found where we are. So no worries.
Okay. Remy heads out toward the restaurant. Waiters and cooks bustling back and forth. Whole kitchen restaurant thing. Fresh from cooking at its finest. Cooks are range wildly in age and nationality. One's female, French cook in her late 20s. Oh, it's Colette. We see a nasty, small, nasty-looking dude sporting a thin mustache and a toque. Yeah, toque. Almost as large as the rest of him. This is the head chef, Skinner. Several cooks call out greetings to him. He looks annoyed as LaRousse nudges him. Who's LaRousse again?
Wait.
He's basically the guy who goes and like takes all the orders and everything, like the waiter or the head waiter.
No, he's one of the chef
Oh.
guard mangers.
Ah,
Oh, okay. Hey, boss, look who's here. This is Linguini, Renata's little boy. LaRousse just suits Linguini, a cocky-looking young man with unruly mop of red hair. He jumps up awkwardly and approaches Skinner. Oh, grown up, eh? You remember Renata, Gusto's old flame?
Yes, how are you,
Linguini.
Yes, Linguini. So nice of you to visit. How is,
My mother,
Yes.
Renata.
Yes, Renata, how is she?
Good. Well, not good, but she's been better. I mean,
She died. Oh, I am so sorry.
don't be. And she believed in heaven, so she's covered. Afterlife-wise. Skinner just can't believe what he's hearing here. And then Linguini hands a sealed envelope to him.
What's this?
She left it for you. I think she hoped it would help. Well, me get a job here. Of course, Gusto wouldn't hesitate. Any son of Renata's.
Yes, well, we could file this, and if something suitable comes up.
Boss, perhaps we've already hired him.
What? How dare you hire someone with that white tower? We needed a garbage boy. Oh, garbage. Well, I'm glad it worked out.
Skinner disappears into the office, which used to be Gusto's. Linguini turns back to the other cooks who are already handing him his work clothes. Remy and the Gusto sprite look down, and as Remy watches, grabbed as the chefs scurry about, preparing all the gourmet meals.
Can't believe it. A real gourmet kitchen, and I get to watch.
You read my book? Let us see how much you know. Which is the chef?
That man.
Very good. Who is next in command?
The sous chef there. The sous is in trouble. Is in charge when the chef is not around. Saucier in charge of sauces, very important. Chef de partie, demi chef de partie, both important. Oh, commis, they're cooks, very important.
You are a clever lad. Now, who is that? He's pointing at Linguini, who's
Oh.
clumsily steering a mop and bucket.
Oh, Tim, he's nobody.
Not nobody. He is part of the kitchen.
He's a plongeur or something. He washes dishes or takes out the garbage. He doesn't cook.
But he could.
No.
Well, yeah, he says as Linguini accidentally knocks over the pot of soup, spilling it. Uh-oh.
Oh Lord.
However, what we see, but Remy doesn't, desperate that nobody notices his mistake, Linguini quickly replaces the pot on the burner and mops up the floor.
Mhm.
How do you know? What do I always say? Anyone can cook.
Well, yeah, anyone can. That doesn't mean anyone should.
Well, that is not stopping him. See? Remy watches aghast as Linguini quickly chums some water from another pot into the soup to refill it to its former level, haphazardly throwing in a few spices and vegetables.
What's he
Uh-oh.
doing? No! No! No, this is terrible! He's ruining the soup! And nobody's noticing? It's your restaurant, do something!
Well, what can I do? I am a figment of your imagination.
But he's ruining the soup! We gotta tell somebody.
Suddenly, the skylight gives way. Remy plunges down. With a splash, he lands in a sink filled with the soapy dishwater.
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
This is a whole brick.
I know. I'm trying my best to scan. Okay, Remy is basically trying to navigate through the kitchen. Yes. So the windows, sees a copper pot towards it. He slides up, looks up, Remy's POV out from the pot lid, windows moving away. Let's see. Wonderful scent catches his attention. He sniffs, falling into a pan filled with veggies. Ooh, Tasty crawls inside. Only then they notice a large turkey. Once before a cook picks up the pan, slides into the oven. Escapes, goes around, navigates through. See, a waiter's hand reaches down for a peppermill, grabbing Remy instead. Whoops, startles both of them. Hand instantly releases Remy, who quickly leaps onto another passing trolley, which is sent back to the kitchen. Remy jumps off the trolley, hides, looks from the window. Window's been closed. Crap. Linguini calls into view and tastes the soup. Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, good job there, dipshit. And that he opens up the window, which is a new window of opportunity for Remy to get out. He dodges jars of spices, runs through the steam from the soup. Let's see. He runs through the steam from the soup, bubbling around. So discussing that without thinking, he grabs the spice from the counter, throws a dash in, starts with the window. But he thinks better of it, then adds a few more leeks, maybe some pepper, stops, and then he looks back at the boiling pot, looks back in the kitchen when the cooks haven't noticed him, and he starts getting an idea. Then the Gusto sprite appears. Remy, what are you waiting for?
Is this gonna become a regular thing with you?
You know how to fix it. This is your chance. Remy thinks on this, and then he decides to fix it in one of the most coolest sequences ever of him darting around for ingredients and spices and fixing it up and making it even better. But then, all of a sudden, he gets caught by Linguini, wide-eyed and brandishing a ladle. They stop and stare at each other for a long moment. Remy drops the last bit of spices into the soup.
The soup! Where is the soup?
Remy tries to run the window, but Linguini slams a colander over him to trap him.
Out of my way! Move it, garbage boy!
He sees the ladle in Linguini's hand.
You're cooking? How dare you cook in my kitchen? Where you get the gall to even attempt something so monumentally idiotic? I shall have you drawn and quartered. I'll do it. I think the law is on my side. The rules, draw and quarter this man. And you put his head in the duck press to squeeze the fat out of his head.
As Skinner berates Linguini, who lays the soup into the tureen, which he takes into the past. Linguini watches helplessly as the waiter Mustafa carries his soup out into the dining room. Oh no 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 no!
What are you blathering about?
Don't let the soup.
Soup? Stop that soup! No! Ah!
Uh, but Mustafa's already gone with the orders, and he tried to stop. Skinner anxiously looks through the door windows into the dining room. The soup is served to a woman diner. She tastes it, reacts quite visibly, and motions for the waiter. And meanwhile, Skinner's not looking too pleased.
Linguini! You're fired! F-I-R-E-D! Fired!
Mustafa, the waiter, sticks his head through the double door, speaking low to Skinner.
And he's voiced by Ratzenberger, so of course he's mine. She wants to see the chef.
Color drains from Skinner's face as he looks pale. He heads out and to the dining room to take his medicine. Uh-oh. Linguini creeps towards the exit, but is collared by the sous chef Horst. Meanwhile, on the counter, Remy inches the colander towards the window. Colette sticks a spoon to the soup and tastes it. It's good. Mustafa and Skinner re-enter from the dining room. Skinner's face a rot of bewilderment.
What did the customer say?
It wasn't a customer, it was a critic.
Ego?
Pauline Leclerc.
Leclerc? What did she say?
She likes the soup.
The Gusteau sprite stops Remy. Wait!
What do you mean, wait? You're the reason I'm in this mess.
Someone is asking about your soup. The bustler's kitchen has stopped dead as Skinner tastes the soup. His eyes betray the truth. The soup is good, and he hates it. He's up against Linguini, his face dark.
What are you playing at?
I didn't. Am I still fired?
You can't fire him.
What?
Leclerc likes it, yeah? She made a point of telling you so. If she writes a review to that effect and she finds out you fired the cook responsible,
He's a garbage boy.
who made something she liked? How can you claim to represent the name of Gusteau if you don't uphold his most cherished belief?
What belief is that, Mademoiselle Tattoo?
Gusto Sprite nudges Remy. The other cooks murmur in their assent. The turn of the tide isn't lost on Skinner. His face softens to an icy smile.
Perhaps I have been a bit harsh on new garbage boy. He has taken a bold risk, and we should reward that, as Chef Cousteau would have. If he wishes to swim in dangerous waters, who are we to deny him?
But a cough makes him look up. The Gusto Sprite gestures at the window. You were escaping?
Oh, yeah.
Remy resumes pushing himself towards the window. Skinner turns to Colette and gives her a withering smile.
Since you have expressed such an interest in his cooking career, you shall be responsible for it.
Colette is not amused.
Anyone
And
else?
Skinner turns to the other cooks.
Then back to work!
Everyone gets back to work. Skinner zooms in on Linguini.
You are either very lucky or very unlucky. You will make the soup again, and this time I'll be paying attention. Very close attention.
Off to the side, Remy has almost made to the window.
They think you might be a cook, but you know what I think, Linguini? I think you are a sneaky, overreaching little rat!
Remy makes a break for it. The other cooks come after him. Skinner swings a mop at Remy, breaking the dishes and blocking the escape.
Get the rat, Linguini! Get something to trap it! He's getting away! Get him, get him!
Linguini claps the jar over Remy and seals it up. He has Remy trapped in the jar. What should I do now?
Kill it!
What, now?
No, not in the kitchen, are you mad? Do you know what would happen to us if anyone knew we had a rat in the kitchen? They'd close us down. Our reputation is hanging by a thread as it is. Take it away from here. Far away. Kill it. Dispose of it. Go!
Linguini nods and goes off to kill Remy. Hops on board a bicycle and pedals off into the gloom, carrying Remy in the jar with them. Out over at the waterfront, normally so beautiful, looks dark and foreboding this night. Whew. He goes off, preparing to drop the jar into the water. Remy looks petrified. Linguini hesitates and pulls back, shouting at Remy. Don't look at me like that! You aren't the only one who's trapped! They expect me to cook it again!
Huh?
I'm not ambitious. I wasn't trying to cook. I was just trying to stay out of trouble. You're the one who was getting fancy with the spices. Oh, what'd you throw in there? Oregano?
Mm-mm.
Remy shakes his head. But no, what? Rosemary?
Mm.
Again, Remy shakes his head. No. That's a spice, isn't it? Rosemary?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't put rosemary in there?
Mm-mm.
I need this job. I've lost so many. I don't know how to cook. Now I'm talking to a rat as if you actually understand what I'm saying. Wait, did you just nod? You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
Remy nods. So I'm not crazy. Wait a second. Wait a second. I can't cook, can I?
Mm-mm.
But you can, right?
Mm.
Remy kind of shrugs. Don't be so modest. You're a rat, for Pete's sake. Whatever you did, they liked it. Yeah, this could work. They like the soup. Well, he accidentally, with a gesture, he accidentally knocked Remy's jar into the river. Linguini dives right in and gets him out. Eh. Oh, they like the soup. You think you could do it again?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you go, but we're together on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Linguini sets the jar down, lets him up, lets him out. Remy looks up and then takes off, cackling
Ooh.
as he runs. But he looks back, moved by how pitiful looking Linguini looks. And then, let's see. Well, I mean, well, Linguini goes off. I'm pretty sure that he's boned. Um, but then Remy decides again that no, he's gonna stick with them. Uh, Later on, we cut to them in Linguini's apartment, very tiny shaped. Well, hey, what can you do? Um, Only one window, table with two chairs, hot plate, tiny little refrigerator, ratty couch that doubles as a bed. Yep, sounds about my college life.
Hey, better than nothing.
Yeah, this is it. It's not much, but it's not much. It could be worse. There's heat and light and a couch with a TV, so what's mine is yours. Remy looks over the new digs. He likes it just fine. He falls fast asleep on the couch. Uh, the Queenie has a French movie on TV with two lovers standing handsomely in the swirling stream of a soon to depart locomotive.
The play on Casablanca, I guess.
Probably.
Your line, mademoiselle.
Stupid. Well, I'm sorry if this stupid wiki likes to refresh on me in the wrong time.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Finally. Are you in this dream?
The best kind of one we can share.
Meanwhile, Remy gazes dreamily at the lights of Paris. The romantic movie swells, underscoring his emotions.
But why here? Why now?
Why not here? Why not now? What better place to dream than in Paris?
Remy grins, slowly closes his eyes and dreaming. Linguini wakes up with a start, looks up at the oven mitt. Ooh, morning, little chef. Rise and chef. Whoop, Remy seems to be gone. Idiot! I knew this would happen. I let a rat into my place and tell him what's mine is his. Linguini yanks open the fridge and looks inside. Eggs gone. Stupid. Stolen food and hit the road. What did I expect? That's what I get for trusting a rat. Linguini moves around the tiny alcove, but he sees Remy, quite pleased with himself as he cooks omelets on the hot plate. 2 places have been set at the tiny table. What?
Aw.
Hey, what is that for me? Remy nods and definitely built with considerable effort. He sets the large omelet onto Linguini's plate. Linguini sits and puts a forkful in his mouth. Good. What'd you put in this? Basil, where'd you get that? Ray moves to the window and points to the roof garden of a nearby flat. Look, it's delicious, but don't steal. I'll buy some spices, okay? Oh no, we're gonna be late, and on the first day. Then he shoves the rest of the eggs in his mouth, grabs a coat. Famished, Remy opens wide, ready for his bite of food, but when Linguini snatches him up, come on, little chef! Runs out of the apartment. Cut to the kitchen. Cooks are encircled around Colette, listening with interest as she reads a review aloud from the morning paper.
Though I, like many other critics, had written off Gusto as irrelevant ever since the great chef's death, the soup was a revelation, a spicy yet subtle taste experience.
Soline Leclerc?
Yes, against all odds, Gusto has recaptured our attention. Only time will tell if they deserve it.
Linguini waits outside, Remy and Palm staring uncomfortably at the kitchen entrance. Well, aware that he can't enter the kitchen carrying a rat, he looks half-heartedly for a way to conceal Remy. Under his shirt, up the sleeves, the sock. How about, well, he opens the top of his pants, but,
Linguini, no!
Oh God, no! That's so wrong.
I don't want to know how the Ratatouille porno
Look.
parody starts.
Ugh.
Ah! Did you have to say that?
Yes, I did.
Look, I know it's weird and stupid, but neither of us can do this alone, so we gotta do it together, right? You with me?
Mm-hmm.
Wayne glares at the kitchen entrance, psyching himself up. So, let's do this thing. The back door slams open. Everyone turns to look at a slightly crazed Linguini standing in the doorway. Yeah, nice impression there, idiot. He attempts to keep going to his station, with the hidden rat causing a strangely spastic lurch. Everybody looks at him pretty weirdly, though a bit amused. He arrives at his station, looks uneasily at the new togue resting there. His new togue? Okay. And
Welcome.
then he notices Skinner standing there.
Welcome to hell. Now, recreate the soup. Take as much time as you need. All week if you must.
Skinner exits, and Linguini looks at the station with dread. Oh boy. Soup. Okay. Raw soup stock bubbles on low boil on the stove. Linguini stares at the variety of carefully prepared ingredients. Linguini is trying his best to figure out how to cook, but there's no system in place, and Remy is trying to give him signals on what to reach for and what to get, which ends up in him getting bitten all over underneath his clothes. Ow! Ah! Ah! Ow! Ow! This is not gonna work, little chef. I am gonna lose it if we do this anymore. We gotta figure out something else. Something that doesn't involve any biting or nipping or running up and down my body with your little rat feet. The biting? No. Scampering? No. No scampering or scurrying. Understand, little chef? Little chef? Remy's gaze is drifted away from looking to the shelves filled with premium food. Ooh. Oh, you're hungry. Linguini brings a chunk of the from a round of cheese and offers it to Remy, who scarfs it down. Linguini, calmer now, straightens his clothes as he thinks out loud. Okay, the way I see it, you know how to cook. I know how to appear human. We just need to work out a system so that I do what you want in a way that doesn't look like I'm being controlled by a tiny rat, chef. Oh, would you listen to me? I'm insane! I'm insane! I'm inside a refrigerator talking to a rat about gourmet cooking.
Oh my god.
I will never pull this off. Passing the food, Voltskare hears a voice from within.
Linguini? The fuck?
Gotta communicate. I can't be checking for a yes or no head shake from a rat that. But suddenly the vault door jerks open. Three things happen fast. Skinner sees a fleeting glimpse of Linguini with Remy. Linguini hits the right light switch. The room goes dark. Skinner instantly flicks the light back on to see Linguini standing exactly as before, but Remy's gone.
The rat! I saw him!
A rat?
Yes, there's a rat right next to you! What are you doing in here?
I'm just familiarizing myself with, the vegetables and such.
Get out.
Okay.
One can get too familiar with vegetables, you know?
That sounds wrong.
I think that was the point.
The internet has ruined the meaning of eggplant, if you know what I'm saying.
Spoilers.
Oh.
Do not do anything with the parsnips.
Or those big juicy melons.
Those are fruits, not vegetables.
Well, technically, so are cucumbers. Cucumbers are fruit.
And tomatoes, I think.
Do not
Yeah, they are, 'cause
blaspheme
they
me
have
with
seeds in them.
semantics.
Okay. Okay, continuing.
All right. Linguini speaks to Remy, who's hidden underneath his toga. Whew, that was close. You okay up there? They are about to collide with a waiter carrying a tray piled with dishes. Remy yanks back Linguini's hair like horse reins, causing Linguini to jerk backwards in an impossible limbo arch. Hello. Pivoting under the tray of dishes and back up again. Wow. Nice. Huh. He ducks into the bathroom. Linguini removes his toga and looks at Remy. How did you do that? Still grasping the hanks of Linguini's hair in his paws, Remy shrugs. Now Linguini's shoulders shoot up to his ears. Startled, Remy drops his arms. Linguini's shoulders drop. Whoa! And then, idea. He jerks the left hank, causing Linguini's left arm to shoot up in the air. Wow, that's strangely involuntary. Yeah. Remy yanks tufts of Linguini's hair like a kid with a new toy, and he jerks around like a helpless little puppet.
One look, and I knew each of us had the same crazy idea.
Training montage. We see
I love this
Linguini and Remy working their new system of Remy controlling Linguini via his hair tufts.
It takes a lot of trust to do this.
Oh yeah. And plus, I don't know. I mean, if he's yanking on the hair all the time, doesn't it hurt still?
I think with Linguini, I don't think he has much feeling in there, but well, he's not complaining, especially if it's gonna help him keep a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we all have different thresholds of pain in various areas of our bodies, so, well, as long as it works, like you said.
Anyway.
Anyway, one montage later, they're a fine, honed cooking machine. Linguini stands out to the side, fretting as Skinner samples the soup.
Congratulations, you are able to repeat your accidental success. But you'll need to know more than soup if you're to survive in my kitchen, boy. Colette will be responsible for teaching you how we do things here.
Whew. Skinner exits, and Linguini crosses over to Colette. Listen, I just wanted you to know how honored I am to be studying under a. Colette stabs a knife through Linguini's shirt sleeve, pinning it to the table. Uh-oh.
No, no, you listen. I just want to know exactly how you are dealing with it. Who you're dealing with. How many women do you think? How many women do you see in the kitchen?
Well, um, she
Only
moves the
me.
knife. Oh, sorry.
Why do you think that? Sorry.
No, go for it.
I already said it.
Oh, well,
Because hot cuisine is an antiquated hierarchy built on rules written by stupid old men. Rules designed to make it impossible for women to enter this world. But still, I am here. How did this happen?
well, because you, she slams a third knife through Linguini's sleeve, thoroughly pinning it.
Because I'm the toughest cook in this kitchen. I've worked hard for too long to get here. I'm not going to jeopardize it by for some garbage boy who got lucky. Got it?
Linguini nods pathetically. Colette pulls the knife out and handles out with a single jerk, and Linguini topples to the floor. Wow.
You know he's the kind of guy that loves a woman that can kick his ass.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Anyway,
Skinner watches as ad man Francois Dupuis?
Dupuy, yes.
Dupuis? Dupuis, okay.
why?
Francois Dupuis finishes pitching his ad campaign for the latest Cousteau's frozen food product. Gross. Let's see. Art's been repainted. Cousteau now sports a kimono, a coolie hat, and chopsticks.
Oh.
Oh boy. Yeah. We see similar ones for Cousteau's French pizza, Cousteau's microwave burritos.
Oh, so gross.
Ugh. Um, Dupuis. Easy to cook, easy to eat. Gusto makes Chinese food Chinese. Gross.
Excellent work, Francois. As usual, this will not be cultural appropriation at all.
Nor stereotyped. I mean, it's good, isn't it?
I want you to work up something for my latest frozen food concept. Gusto's corn puppies. They're like corn dogs, only smaller, bite size.
um, Dupuis starts sketching in a pad. What? Come dogs.
Cheap sausages deep in batter and deep fried. You know, American. Whip something up. Maybe Gusto on overalls and a huckleberry tomat. Wow. Thanks.
Dupuis displays a. Displays a quick sketch. Or as a giant deal corn and doggy makeup?
Yes, but with dignity.
Dupuis exits. Skinner moves to his desk and a stack of unopened mail. Begins shuffling through it. Bills, 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 bills. The pink envelope given him by Linguini. He opens up the envelope and reads. His bored eyes growing wider and wider with each line. Oh. Realization.
Get my lawyer.
Skinner's lawyer, Talon Labarthe, is reading through Gusteau's will. Hang on. The will stipulates that if after a period of 2 years from the date of death no heir appears, Cousteau's business interests, including the restaurant and the rights to his name and image, will pass to his sous chef. You.
I know what this will stipulates. What I want to know is if this letter, if this boy changes anything.
Skinner raises the window blinds, revealing a view of the kitchen. Hmm, there's not much resemblance to the
There's no
two.
resemblance at all! He's not Gusto's son. Gusto had no children. And what are the timing of all this? The deadline, the will expires in less than a month! Suddenly, suddenly,
Hmm.
suddenly some
Does-
boy arrives with a letter from his recently deceased mother claiming Gusto as his father. Highly suspect!
Talon spies a token inside a display case. He turns to Skinner. Hmm. This is Gusto's? May I?
Of course, of course.
Talon carefully opens the display case and removes Gusto's toque and begins to inspect it. Hmm. But the boy does not know.
She claims she never told him, or Gusto. And asked that I not tell.
Why you? What does she want? Talon spies something on the toque, a hair. He pulls a pair of tweezers from his coat, removes the hair, and folds it carefully inside a handkerchief, pocketing it.
A job. For the boy.
Only a job?
Well, yes.
Then what are you worried about? If he works here, you'll be able to keep an eye on him, while I do a little digging. Find out how much of this is real. I'll need you to collect some DNA samples from the boy. Hair, maybe.
The whole thing is highly suspect. He knows something.
Relax. He's a garbage boy. I think you can handle him. Talon exits. Skinner stands inert, spooked. Linguini finishes dicing up a red pepper, sets down his knife, and carefully scoops up the small pile of dicing. Walks over to a giant pot and drops it in, returning to repeat the procedure. Colette, who has been watching all this, interrupts.
Oh, I love this. What are you doing?
I'm cutting the vegetables. I'm cutting the vegetables.
No, you are wasting time and energy.
Colette slides a chair up to the end of Linguini's prep table and slams the pot down his seat so the top is level with the table surface.
You think cooking's a cute job, eh? Like mommy in the kitchen?
She snatches up Linguini's knife with one hand and several vegetables with the other. With frightening speed, she dices them up, flicking each dice pile into the pot with the knife. Dice flick, dice flick, dice flick, dice flick, dice flick.
Well, mommy never had to face a dinner rush when orders come flooding in and every dish is different and none are simple and all have different cooking times and must arrive to the customer's table exactly on time. Hot and perfect, every second counts.
In moments, Colette has completed a 10-minute Linguini job.
And you cannot be mommy.
Linguini is
It's
cooking.
wrong.
Every second counts and you cannot be mommy.
Linguini is, this is exactly why I could never take up cooking as a job. I cannot.
Same.
I
There's a
could take
reason
it up
why
as
I
a
never took up a
hobby,
fast food
but I
job.
could never do-
If I had to work in a fast food kitchen, I would be dead. I would literally be dead.
Same,
Oh, trust
dude.
me. And oh my gosh, and those I feel so bad for a lot of like really high end places with the long lines. That's got to be hell. Anyway,
Oh yeah. Linguini's cooking. He takes the pan off the burner and sets it aside, which is already cluttered with utensils. Colette sees the mess and is outraged.
keep your station clear. When the meal rush comes, what will happen? Messy station slows things down, food doesn't go, orders pile up, disaster. I'll make it easy for you to remember. Keep your station clean, or I will kill you. Which is actually very fair. The way my dad
Oh
and I
yeah.
cook, we always clean as we go, because that
Mm,
way we don't have to clean it up afterwards.
that's good. I live alone, so I'm terrible. I don't clean until like the next day or week.
I clean as I go. That way, it's like it's all done, and I only have to like my dishes that have the food on it. Anyway,
Colette throws a towel at Linguini's face. Colette grabs Linguini by the arm and holds up his sleeves, which are smeared with multicolored stains.
look at your sleeves. Your sleeves look like you threw up on them. Keep your hands and arms in, close to the body like this. See? Always return to this position. Cooks move fast. Sharp utensils, hot metal. Keep your arms in. You minimize cuts and burns and keep your sleeves clean. Macabre chef. Monsieur Bird, clean sleeves.
Hmm. Linguine and Colette shell peas. Colette's manner is easier, more collegial.
I know Gusteau's style cold. In every dish, Gusteau always has something unexpected. I will show you. I memorize all his recipes.
Linguine starts writing down notes. Always do something unexpected.
No, follow the recipe.
But you just said
It was his job to be unexpected. Our job is to follow
follow
the
the
recipe.
recipe. Mm. Colette pulls a loaf from a basket of freshly baked bread and shows it to Linguini. Oh, I always love this part.
Oh, me too. How do you how do you tell good bread without tasting it? Not the smell, not the look, but the sound, the crust. Listen.
Oh God, I wish I could watch this scene right now.
The
Oh,
symphony of crackle. Only great bread sound.
Colette and Linguini have begun their prep. They are now more relaxed.
Only way to get the best produce is the first pick of the day. And there's only two ways to get the first pick. Grow it yourself or bribe a grower.
She gestures to the back door, and outside we see the produce seller talking amicably with LaRousse, who sets down a crate of gorgeous fruit and vegetables. And LaRousse slips him a little something extra.
Voila! The best restaurant get first pick.
Linguini and Colette cook side by side. Their manner now easy and familiar, like old friends.
People think hot cuisine is snooty, so chef must also be snooty, but not so.
Cameron focuses on Lalo, who bobs to radio music as he sautés, cooking with an efficient yet theatrical flourish.
I love it. They ran away from home at 12, got hired by the circus people as an acrobat, got fired for messing around with the ring pepper's daughter.
Ooh la la. Cameron swings over the horse. He glances about with shifty eyes.
Horse has done time.
What for?
No one knows for sure. He changes the story every time you ask him. I love this bit so much.
Same.
I devoted a major corporation. I wrote the second largest bank in France using only a ballpoint pen. I created a hole in the ozone of Avignon. I killed a man with this thumb.
This whole scene with Colette and Linguini is my favorite of the entire movie.
Same. Cameron moves on to Pompidou.
Pompidou.
Pompidou. He works dough with expert precision.
Never play cards with Pampito. He's been banned from both Las Vegas and Monte Carlo.
Ooh. Cameron moves on to LaRousse as he slips into the walk-in.
Don't say. Apparently, they didn't win.
Wow.
Ooh.
So you see, we are artists, pirates, more than cooks we are. Are we?
We?
We. You're one of us now, we?
Oh, we. They exchange smiles and get back to work. Thank you, by the way, for all the advice about cooking.
Thank you too
For what?
for taking it. Which is honest. Actually, no, that's quite honest because a lot of people will not take advice.
Yeah. Skinner.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Skinner. Oh, sorry. What's up?
real quick, do you guys know about the Twisted Tales series and Disney books? They are coming out with a Ratatouille one.
Oh, nice.
Real cool. We'll have to talk about it later.
Okay.
Hey, it's related.
Meanwhile, Skinner listens to the radio in his car. Suddenly, he sits up. Remy scampers across the alley to the kitchen entrance behind Gusteau's and into the hands of a kneeling Linguini.
The rat! The fucking rat!
Jams brakes and throws the car into reverse. As Linguini is brought back into view, we see that Remy is already gone. Still kneeling, Linguini holds up a set of keys. I just dropped my keys.
Hi. Hello, Asylum. I would like to have myself committed.
Skinner's just baffled.
That's cute.
There's noticeably more energy, but fewer empty tables in the dining room. Mustafa arrives at a table of food snobs.
Have you decided?
Well, the soup is excellent, but
Not we order it every time.
But what else do you have?
We have a very nice foie gras.
yes, the old standby used to be famous for it. What does the chef have that's new?
Uh-oh.
Mustafa stands there, slack jawed and blinking. Then he crashes through the kitchen doors in a panic.
Someone says that's what's new. No? Yes, what do I tell them? What did you tell them? What did I ask? Why are you blathering about customers asking what is new? What do I tell them? What did you tell them? I told them I would ask! Fuck
Oh,
me for picking three characters that all share the scene, right?
Oh, that was awesome, guys.
I wish I had a replay button.
Oh,
You do.
excellent job.
It's called watching the VOD later.
Yeah, but that's
Exactly.
later. I want to replay it now.
No. Sorry.
Damn.
Anyway, okay, back to this.
Yeah.
This is simple. Just pull out an old Gusto recipe. Something we haven't made in a while. Like, they know about the old stuff. They're like, linguine soup. I'm going to... Mustafa's going through puberty. They're like linguine soup. They are asking for food from linguine? And Mustafa, get through your puberty.
A lot of customers like the soup. That's all we are saying. What are we saying, Zet? Then Skinner gets a very dark idea.
Very well. If it's linguine they want, tell them tell them Chef Linguini has prepared something special for them. Something definitely off menu. Oh, and don't forget to mention its linguininess. We chef.
Asshole.
Skinner turns to Linguini, a big shark smile on his face.
Now is a chance to try something worthy of your talent, Linguini. A forgotten favorite of the chef's sweetbread a la gusto. Colette will help you.
Oui, chef.
Hurry up! Our diners are hungry!
Skinner turns to go to his office. A worried LaRousse rushes up to him, speaking in a low, concerned voice. Are you sure? That recipe was a disaster. Cousteau himself said so.
Just the sort of challenge a budding chef needs.
And you're
Skinner
basically
disappears
putting your
into
own
the
restaurant in for jeopardy.
Yeah, you didn't think this through, did you? He disappears
Anyway.
into his office. Linguini looks over Colette's shoulder as she stares at an old yellowing recipe card.
Sweetbread a la gusto. Sweetbread cooked in sweet salt crust with cuttlefish tentacle, dog roast puree, gooey duck egg, dried white fungus, anchovy licorice sauce. Huh? Huh. I don't know this recipe, but it is Gusto's. So, Lalo, we have some veal stomach soaking, yes?
Yes, the veal stomach, I get that. Veal stomach?
That,
Uh,
ugh.
yeah. I mean, I know it sounds gross, but somehow they can make sweetbread taste pretty damn delicious, I'll admit.
Yeah, I mean, I won't knock it until I tried it, but still.
I mean,
All right.
they're the discard and leftover parts for a reason, but hey, it's amazing what you can improvise with it. Anyway,
Okay.
we go through the whole sequence of Remy controlling Linguini to move about the kitchen and grab a bunch of things to improvise and make the recipe better. Uh, sorry, pardon me. I just need to borrow this really quick. Sorry, apparently I need this. I'll be right back. Um, yeah, Linguini looks like a deranged madman going through the kitchen. Um, he gets into his station, dumps all the stuff on, and which startles Colette.
What are you doing? We're supposed to be preparing a gusto recipe.
This is the recipe.
The recipe doesn't call for white truffle oil. What else have you? You're improvising? This is no time to experiment. The customer is waiting.
You're right. I should listen to you. Suddenly, Linguini snaps his own face. Uh, then he leans his toque over the sweetbread.
Stop that.
Stop what?
You're freaking me out. What are you doing? Stop it.
Where's the special order?
Both Colette and Linguini are working quickly now, but on separate dishes, giving the appearance of a competition.
Oh. Coming. We're working together on this.
We are together.
What are you doing?
It's very hard to explain.
The special?
Come get it.
Remy watches anxiously as Colette sets the plate at the pass to be picked up, a hank of hair in each paw, waiting for an opening. Colette glances at the recipe.
Oh, I forgot the licorice.
She rushes back to get it, but Remy sees his chance. Linguini finds himself grabbing his pan and hurtling towards Colette, as she's about to add the licorice sauce when Linguini swoops in and blocks her hand. Oh.
Don't you dare.
I'm not. But Linguini automatically drops the saute over Colette's dish as the moment before it's swept up by Mustafa. Sorry. Skinner enters, smiling as he walks up to Horst.
Is Linguini's dish done yet? Sure. Just as bad as I remember it. Just went out. Did you taste it? Yeah, of course. Before he changed it. Good what? How could he change it? He changed it as it was going out the door!
Skinner starts towards the door to the dining room just as Mustafa busts through it, excited.
They love it! Oh, the dinosaur are asking about Linguini! I have 7 more orders!
Colette is nonplussed. Skinner flinches and forces a smile.
That's wonderful.
And now, montage of special orders coming in.
Special order! Special order! Special order! Ow! Hit my head on the desk. Special order!
Oh. You okay there?
I'm fine.
I think you'll be fine. Give me a second. I need to take my glasses off. These are starting to hurt.
Oh.
Oh no. When you stare at a screen for so long and the words start to blur.
I get that. All right. Let's see. Remy continues piloting Linguini, preparing plate after plate after plate of the hit. Skinner watches from the kitchen, staring at the boy with confusion, envy, and resentment. He passes in front of Light Skinner. Oh yeah. As Linguini passes in front of a Light Skinner, sees through it, he sees a strange shadow through Linguini's toque, the silhouette of a rat. After a quick look around to make sure no one is watching, Linguini removes his toque and lets Remy out. Take a break, little chef. Get some air. We really did it tonight. Linguini unfolds a napkin, revealing a miniature picnic. Aw, fruit, bread, cheeses. Remy, pooped but exhilarated, beams at Linguini, who raises his glass in a salute to the rat. Linguini smiles and turns back inside. We follow Linguini as he crosses the kitchen, humming happily to himself. Panning into frame is Skinner, perched high atop a tray rack, waiting like a cat ready to pounce. As he
Wow.
snatches the toque from Linguini's head, but looks in confusion when he sees nothing on top. He looks at Linguini and smiles.
Got your dog!
Skinner hops to the ground, fluffing the toque with his hand before handing it back to Linguini.
Seriously now, I love to have a little talk with you, Linguini, in my office.
Am I in trouble?
Trouble? No, no, no. A little wine, a friendly chat, just us cooks.
Colette watches Skinner steer Linguini into his office. Ugh.
The plunger won't be coming to you for advice anymore, eh, Colette? He's gotten all he needs.
Not helping. He exits chuckling. Colette slowly turns away. Stung. Skinner settles in behind the massive desk that was from Cousteau's. Linguini sits uneasily at a chair facing him, still holding a little glass of wine.
Toasting your success, eh, Linguini? Good for you.
So nice to me. I don't really drink, you know.
Of course you don't. I wouldn't either if I was drinking that.
Skinner plucks the glass from Linguini's hand, pours into a wastebasket, and offers up a newly opened bottle of wine.
But you would have to be an idiot of elephantine proportions not to appreciate this 61 Chateau Latour. And you, Monsieur Linguini, are no idiot. Let us toast your non-idiocy. Votre santé.
Drink. Meanwhile,
All right.
Remy munches. Oh,
Sorry. I was about to say, guys, I have to go.
okay.
I actually went past the time I usually have to go, but I really wanted
yeah.
to get to this. I really wanted to get at least a good hour in.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
You're
no
good.
I wish I could
problem.
stay longer. All right. Bye, you guys. Love ya.
See ya.
I guess I will take over for Colette then. I have no problem
Alright.
playing a woman.
Neither do I. We both have had to do it before.
Yep. You more than me though, eh, Candace?
All right, let's do this. All right. And Skinner and Linguini clink and drink. Meanwhile, Remy munches contentedly and stares at the starry sky, loving his bread, his cheese, his life. Takes a top off the grape and holds the stem like a wine glass. Oh, I love that. It looks so cool how he does it.
Yeah.
But then something stirs behind the trash cans. Remy freezes, suddenly alert. Some kind of creature's eating the shadows. Remy grabs a cheese knife ready and timidly goes to investigate. The creature looks up, glowing eyes fixed on Remy. He gulps and raises his knife, but the creature leaps into the light. Remy!
Emile?
Family reunion
Oh my
hug!
god, what are you doing here? I'd never see you again!
Man, we figured you didn't survive the rapids!
And what are you eating?
Emil stares at Remy, chewing, and he looks down, pondering the unrecognizable wad in his hands. I don't really know. I think it was some kind of wrapper once.
What? No.
He grabs the wad and throws it away.
You're in Paris now, baby. My town. No brother of mine eats rejectamenta in my town.
Remy turns on his heel and marches back into the kitchen. Remy climbs to pull the handle on the food safe door and hesitates there. Laughter emanates inside Skinner's office. Remy leaps to the handle and with considerable effort pushes it open, unlocking the massive door. Gusto appears. Or, his ghost sprite thing appears. Remy, you are stealing? You told Linguini he could trust you.
And he cans for my brother.
The boy could lose his job.
Which means I would too. It's under control, okay?
Remy shoves past the Gusto sprite into the safe. The sprite vanishes. Linguini sits back in his chair looking a bit tipsy.
Moline.
I shouldn't, but okay. He offers to Skinner and he refills it.
So, where did you train, Linguini?
Train. um, all right.
Surely you don't expect me to believe this is your first time cooking.
No, it's not.
I know it!
It's my second, third, fourth, fifth time. Monday was my first time. Um, but I've taken out the garbage lots of times before this. That's why
Yes, have some more wine. Tell me about your interests. You like animals?
What? The animals? What kind?
Oh, you know the usual dogs, cats, horses, guinea pigs, rats.
Remy carries a small bundle of gourmet food stuff from the kitchen, only to find Emil again munching on garbage. Ah.
I brought you something to. Ah! No, 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 no! Spit that out right now! Ugh. I have got to teach you about food. Close your eyes.
He does so. Remy delicately holds a chunk of cheese under his nose.
Now, take a bite of the. That. No, no, no! Don't just hork it down!
Too late. Annoyed, Remy hands him another piece of cheese. Emil bites into it this time.
Chew it slowly. Only think about the taste. See?
Okay, now we see Emil's sort of trip in the background as he struggles to experience the food. Not really.
Creamy, salty, sweet, and oaky nuttiness. You detect that?
Mm, mm, mm. Oh, I'm detecting nuttiness.
Close your eyes. Now taste this. Whole different thing, right? Sweet, crisp, slight tang on the finish.
We see a little bit more color forming in his trip. Okay.
Now try them together.
He does so and concentrates. Slowly, the colors in the trip become bolder, more complementary. They dance and mingle. Okay, I think I'm getting a little something there.
Uh huh.
Might be the nuttiness.
See?
Could be a tang.
That's it. Now, imagine every great taste in the world being combined into infinite combinations. Tastes that no one has tried yet. Discoveries to be made.
I think you lost me again.
Ugh.
But that was interesting. Most interesting garbage I ever. Hey, what are we doing? Dad doesn't know you're alive. We gotta go to the colony. Everyone will be thrilled.
Yeah, but the thing is, I kind of have to.
Mammy gestures vaguely at the kitchen. What? Do you have to more than family? What's more important? He glares furiously at Remy, whose resolve starts to crumble.
Well, it wouldn't hurt to visit.
Meanwhile, we see a few empty bottles. That's right, bottles plural of wine littering Skinner's desk, and Linguini is absolutely shit faced. And Skinner's increasingly desperate, questioning is getting nowhere.
Have you ever had a pet rat?
Nope.
Did you work in a lab with rats?
Nope.
Perhaps you lived in squalor at some point.
Nobody knew.
I know you know something about rats. You know you do.
You know who do wackadoo rat tatted. Hey, why do they call it that?
What?
Ratatouille is like a stew, right? Why would they call it that? If you're gonna name food, you should give it a name that sounds delicious. Ratatouille doesn't sound delicious. It sounds like rat, and then patootie, rat patootie, which does not sound delicious. Linguini keeps drinking, but finds his glass empty. He smiles, offering his glass for another refill.
Regrettably, we are all out of wine.
Meanwhile, back to the colony, several channels in the sewer converge into a wide open area as dreary and uninviting as any sewer, save for the flotilla of tiny boats illuminated by scattering multicolored lanterns. Holding their clasped paws up victoriously, Django turns from Remy to face the assembled crowd of rats. Oh, right, I guess I could be Django. My son has returned! And everyone's cheering! Woo! Emil joins Django and Remy as the clan crowds around them. Remy's joy is clouded with doubt. What about his new life? But a party's in full swing. Now the whole works. Joined by his sons, Django sits at a prime table. A waiter rat quickly serves a round of drinks and well-worn thimbles between them. Ugh. Emil and Django suck theirs down. Remy takes a discreet whiff and sets it aside. Finding someone to replace you for Poison Checker has been a disaster. Nothing's been poisoned, thank you, but it hasn't been easy. You didn't make it easy.
I know. I am sorry, Dad.
Well, the important thing is that you're home.
Yeah, well, about that.
Oh, you look thin. Oh, why is that? Shortage of food or a surplus of snobbery? It's tough out there in the big world all alone, isn't it?
Sure, but it's not like I'm a kid anymore. Yeah, I can take care of myself. I found a nice spot not far away, so I'll be able to visit often.
Unlike a cold splash of reality to make you wait, visit.
I will. I promise. Often.
You're not staying.
It's not a big deal, Dad. You didn't think I was gonna stay forever, did you? I mean, eventually a bird's gotta leave the nest.
We're not birds. We're rats. We don't leave nests. We make them bigger.
Maybe I'm a different kind of rat.
Well, maybe you're not a rat at all.
Maybe that's a good thing.
Hey, the band's really on tonight.
Rats! All we do is take, Dad. I'm tired of taking. I want to make things. I want to add something to this world.
You're talking like a human.
Who are not as bad as you'd say.
Oh, yeah? Oh, man. What makes you so sure?
I've been able to observe them at a close-ish sort of range.
Yeah? How close?
Close enough, and they're, not so bad, as you say they are.
Come with me. I got something I want you to see. He moves from the table, dropping on all fours and heading off. Reluctantly, Remy does likewise, leaving Emil alone. I think I'll stay here. It's raining outside, up on the surface. Skinner, bundled up in a well-tailored overcoat, throws a scarf around his neck. Linguini tipsily hands him his beret.
Make sure the floors and countertops are clean before you lock up.
You want me to stay clean?
Is that a problem?
Linguini just slumps and drunkenly shakes his head. No.
Good boy. See you tomorrow, assuming you don't have a wicked hangover.
Yeah, seriously. Skinner exits humming. Linguini watches him go with weary eyes. He turns to face the messy kitchen. Ugh. Meanwhile, we're in the Paris streets at night, but it's raining even harder now as Django and Remy arrive at a drain opening, through which can be glimpsed the rough cobblestones of a city street. We're here. They scramble out of the curbside drain and turn to face the storefront behind them. Remy sits next to him and looks up, following his father's gaze, but his jaw drops in horror as displayed in the window of the small shops are a variety of nasty-looking metal traps. Rat traps. Along the side of those hang up row after row of dead rats. Take a good long look, Remy. This is what happens when a rat gets a little too comfortable around humans. But Remy looks away. Django's tone is tender but firm. The world we live in belongs to the enemy. We must live carefully. We look out for our own kind, Remy. When all is said and done, we're all we've got. His point made, Django turns to go. Remy stares up at the horrible window, but softly, he says,
No.
What?
No. Dad, I don't believe it. You're telling me that the future can only be more of this?
This is the way things are. You can't change nature.
Change is nature, Dad. The part that we can influence. And it starts when we decide.
With that, Remy turns and starts walking upright on two legs, starting back at Gusto's. Django calls after him. Where are you going?
With luck, forward.
Cut to morning at Gusto's. The storm has passed and the sky is cloudless and clear. As a weary Remy exits the sewer, fresh air hits his nostrils and he draws it in like a sweet memory. Forgetting himself, he trots for the kitchen entrance on two legs, throwing a reckless wave at a passing cyclist. The cyclist double takes and collides with a parked car. Now he comes to the kitchen. Remy enters and looks around. No one's arrived yet. He steps on the countertop and surveys the kitchen, savoring the day ahead. He hears the loud sound of snoring, or rather, Linguini snoring. Horror that the others are about to arrive. Remy jumps into Linguini's head like a rough rider on a fallen horse, expertly tugging hangs of Linguini's hair, managing to get the boy up on his feet. But he's still asleep, though. He lifts one of Linguini's heavy eyelids and waves frantically at his staring eye, but he is out cold. Poor guy was shit-faced. Sound of a motorcycle arriving in the rear. Whoop, it's Colette. But he spies a pair of sunglasses and hides him, or hides his appearance with the sunglasses, which gives him the air of a smug rock star. While Linguini remains fast asleep. And he tries to keep the boy's limbs working somewhat convincingly.
Good morning.
Cut under Linguini's toga. Remy pulls at the hair, nervously puppeting the sleeping Linguini. How can he make him answer? He pulls a side hair yank, which causes his head to just kind of lull over to Colette, giving her a lazy nod. Wow, rude.
So, the chef, he invited you in for a drink? That's big. That's big. What did he say? This is a very bad girl French voice.
Remy hesitates. There's no hair for speech. Let's just do the head lull again.
What? You can't. Defect me a smug. What do you think he said, babe? What? You can't tell me?
Linguini's still silent. He resumes cutting, but Colette goes cold on him.
Oh, forgive me for intruding on your deep personal relationship with the chef. I see how it is. You get me to teach you a few kitchen tricks so Zado's the boss and then you blow past me.
Crap, things are going to shit real fast. Remy keeps Linguini chopping, hoping desperately for some kind of idea to salvage this.
Come on, wake up, wake up.
Linguini just keeps chopping vegetables like a hip zombie, with his smirking face rolling in Colette's direction.
I thought you were different. I thought you thought I was different. I thought I would do better at this voice.
But now, seemingly looking straight at her, Linguini just straight up snores. Colette gasps and delivers a roundhouse slap to his face. This wakes him up, but confused and as well at the crucial chunk of those life he somehow missed. He looks up at a furious Colette with wide eyes.
I didn't have to help you. If I looked out only for myself, I could have let you drown. But I wanted you to succeed. I liked you. My mistake.
She turns, storming out the kitchen's back door. Both Linguini and Remy, who peers out of the fallen toad, watch her go. Linguini turns to Remy. It's over, little chef. I can't do it anymore. He grabs the toad with Remy inside and runs after Colette. Colette's already on her motorcycle as Linguini runs to her. Stop! I don't motorcycle away! Look, I'm no good with words. I'm no good with food either. At least, not without your help.
I hate false modesty. It is just another way to lie. You have talent.
But I don't. Really, it's not me.
This can't be happening.
And when I added those extra ingredients instead of following the recipe like you said, that wasn't me either.
What do you mean?
I mean, I wouldn't have done that. I would have followed the recipe. I would have followed your advice. I will follow your advice to the ends of the earth because I love you. Your advice.
But
Remy's getting really worried.
don't do it.
It's sort of disturbing. Yeah, that's not a good way to open up, buddy. I have a
What?
I have a
You have a rash?
no, I have this tiny, a little, little, the tiny chef who tells me what to do.
A tiny chef.
Yes, he's. Sorry.
It's
Just
fine.
remembering how much I was laughing when I watched this the first time. Yes, he's he's up here.
In your brain.
Why is it so hard to talk to you? Okay, here we go. You inspired me. I'm gonna risk it all. I'm gonna risk looking like the biggest idiot psycho you've ever seen. Yeah, Colette's starting to get scared, rightfully so, as we follow her hand as she drops it discreetly into her bag to get a tiny canister of mace. Winnie continues, impassioned though. You want to know why I'm such a fast learner? Why I'm such a great cook? Don't laugh. I'm gonna show you. Colette looks worried. And with great resolve and trembling hands, Linguini slowly reaches up to remove his toque. And through the claw on Linguini's hair, thrusting Linguini forward toward Colette's face. As he plants a big kiss on Colette's lips. Colette's frozen, pepper spray in hand, her shock and surprise surpassed only by Linguini's own. Meanwhile, with furrowed brows and gritted teeth, Remy maintains Linguini's forward thrust kiss. Oh god, this could go either way. But as the two continue their startled kiss, their eyes flash through a myriad of emotions. Surprise, fear, anger, vulnerability, happiness, and finally, surrender. As their arms wrap around each other, and Colette drops the pepper spray.
Yes, I hear Stockholm Syndrome is very nice this time of year.
Remy collapses with relief. For the moment, anyway. And the fragile charade survives. Whew. Meanwhile, inside Ego's office, late in the afternoon. Very tall, narrow-looking room, simultaneously grand and claustrophobic somehow. And soaring windows framed by heavy velvet drapes pulled nearly shut. Few pieces of antique furniture in the room. A portrait painting of himself. Yeah, no wonder he's called Ego. Your single subject, a tall, cadaverous Tim Burton-esque looking man, dressed in an expensive suit. Anton Ego. Looming over an ancient and in his mid-30s enters this Ego's assistant, Ambrister Minion. Minion.
What? What is it, Ambrister?
Gusto's.
Finally closing, is it?
No.
More financial trouble?
No, it's,
Announce a new line, microwave egg rolls. What? What? Spit it out.
It's come back. It's popular.
I haven't reviewed Ghostos in years.
No, sir.
My last review condemned it to the tourist trade.
He locates his review and plucks it from the files, reading it aloud as if it were divinely inspired.
I said, Gusteau has finally found his rightful place in history, right alongside another equally famous chef, Monsieur Boyardee.
But rising from his desk, Ego moves menacingly towards Minion.
That is where I left it. That was my last word. The last word.
Yes.
Then tell me, Ambrister, how could it be popular?
Move on to Gusto's office. And in the middle of the day, Skinner gets in trouble at his desk, his head in his hands. Talon sits in a chair across the room, sipping an espresso.
No, 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 no!
He is Gusto's son.
This is just gonna happen! The whole thing is a setup! The boy knows!
Skinner goes to the window, parts the blinds to the kitchen.
Look at him out there, pretending to be an idiot. He's toying with my mind like a cat with a ball! I'm something!
Playing?
Yes, playing dumb! Taunting me with that rat!
Rat?
Yes, he's consulting with him, deliberately trying to make me think it's important!
Rat.
Exactly! The lawyer is watching oh.
The lawyer's watching Skinner now, eyes wide with worry. Is the rat important?
Of course not! He just wants me to think that it is! Ooh, I see the theatricality of it all. I heard the appearance of the voice first night. I ordered the teapot to kill it, and now he wants... No, I ordered him to get rid of it, and now he wants me to see it everywhere. Woo! Oh, it's here! No, it's here! Am I seeing things? Am I crazy? Is that matter or not? But oh no, I refuse to be sucked into his little game of...
Should I be concerned about this? About you? Meanwhile, at the kitchen, Linguini and Remy are cooking as Colette walks by. Linguini's eyes then head start to follow her. Meanwhile, inside Linguini's toque, Remy wonders why Linguini's head has drifted away from the task at hand. He looks up, sees Colette, rolling his eyes at Linguini's limited concentration. He pulls Linguini's hair. His head jerks face forward and frowns, annoying Remy's correction. Colette's cooking in the oven behind him now, and Linguini's eyes have drifted back to her, following the curves of her legs slowly up to her face. She turns, catching him, and smiles. He smiles back. Aww. Young love. With waiting patience, Remy again jerks his Linguini back on task. Meanwhile, Skinner paces back and forth in front of Talon.
I can't fire him, he's getting attention. If I fire him now, everyone will wonder why. And the last thing I want is people looking into this.
What are you so worried about? Isn't it good to have the press? Isn't it good to have Gusto's name getting headlines?
Not that they're over his face! Gusto's already has a face. It's fat and lovable and familiar. It says burritos. Millions and millions of burritos.
the deadline passes in 3 days. Then you can fire him whenever he ceases to be valuable. You're still in charge, and no one will ever know. Tom prepares to leave, hesitates at the door. You know, I was worried about the hair sample you gave me. I had to send it back to the lab.
Why?
Because the first time it came back, because the first time it came back identified as rodent hair. Skinner is haunted. Back to the kitchen. Under Remy's direction, Linguini reaches for a spice. Clint interrupts, handing him another one.
No. Try this. It's better.
Remy looks at the offered spice and scowls. He begs to differ. As Linguini reaches to take the spice, Remy pulls back on his hair. Whoop! Linguini flinches, his hand hesitating, withdrawing, then reaching. Forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back. Colette's watching oddly, still holding the spice out. Linguini grabs the rest of his reaching hand, forcing it towards the spice. Remy keeps tugging him back. It's a battle for control, but Linguini wins it. Finally grabs the spice. He smiles at Colette. Underneath, Remy grimaces. In the alleyway behind the kitchen later on, the dinner rush is finished. Linguini and Colette exit the kitchen, laughing and holding hands. Aww. She pulls them aboard her motorcycle, and they peel out into the young Paris night. Linguini and Colette laugh and scream as the wind rips by. Linguini barely able to hang on to his toque, and we realize that Remy is still inside holding on for dear life. God damn it! As Colette takes a sharp turn, Linguini drops his arms to steady himself, and his toque, with Remy inside, flies off of his head and tumbles into the street. Dazed and confused, Remy emerges from the battered toque to see Colette's cycle disappear over the horizon. Car horns blare as Remy turns to see a massive wall of traffic barreling toward him. He dives and dodges traffic. Remy looks up as the young woman recoils, jumping back into her sweetheart's arms. Rat! Her escort swats at Remy with his coat. Remy runs, jumping to a nearby storm drain. Remy tumbles to the cement floor, his heart pounding. Through the grate, we see the legs of the woman and her escort. Disgusting little creatures! Remy listens, pained. He spies his reflection in a pool of water at his feet, and he turns, slowly disappearing to the darkness.
I was reminded how fragile it all was, how the world really saw me. And it just kept getting better.
Outside the back entrance at Gusteau's, dawn. Remy emerges from the curb drain, turns into the alley behind Gusteau's, and heads up the back steps. Remy! Psst! Remy turns and Emil peeks out from behind the trash cans, where he waits with a group of rats, including Git, the lab rat. Hey, little brother. We were afraid you weren't going to show up.
Hey, Remy. How you doing?
Sorry, I forgot to silence it.
Ratatouille is sponsored by Nintendo, apparently.
Yeah, sorry about that, folks. Other rats, sort of greetings. Hey, Remy. Hey, Remy. Hey, Remy. Hey, Remy.
You told them? Emil, that's exactly what I said not to do!
But they're my friends. I didn't think you meant. I mean, I was telling about tasting, about the nutty tang, and look, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
Don't tell me you're sorry. Tell them you're sorry. The problem over here? No, there is not. Wait here.
Moments later, in the kitchen. Assured that the kitchen is empty and they're in the clear, Remy hops to a door handle on the walk-in, grabs it with both arms, plants his feet on the door, and pulls. The handle doesn't budge. The door's locked. Remy is puzzled. He looks towards Gusteau's office. Remy enters a little nervous and scampers up to Skinner's desk. A framed black and white photo of Gusteau speaks. Remy, what are you doing in here?
Okay, Emil shows up. I said not to. I told him he goes and blabs. It's a disaster. Anyway, they're hungry. The food safe is locked. And I need the key.
They want you to steal food?
Yes. No. It's complicated. It's family. They don't have your ideals.
The collection of cardboard Gusteau standees also come to life.
Oh, have fun with the accents with this one.
Oh boy. Ideals? If Chef Fancy Pants had any ideals, you think I'd be hogging barbecue over here? or microwave burritos. Uh, or tooth. I'd say toothpick and chicken is about as French as a corn dog. Uh, Sketch of Gusteau as a dog like your corn barks. Ha! We're inventing new ways to sell out over here. We be wanting some haggis bites then? I cannot control how they use my image, Lemmy. I am dead.
Shut up! I've gotta think!
Harry climbs over to the edge of Skinner's desk, pushes open the drawer, and begins to rummage through its contents.
Word's getting out. If I can't keep them quiet, the entire clan's gonna be after me with their mouths open and... here it is. Hey...
Remy notices a file labeled Gusteau Last Will and Testament. He turns to the Gusteau portrait.
Your will.
He pulls the file from the drawer and lays it on the desk.
This is interesting. You mind if I?
Not at all. Remy flips open the file. There alongside Gusteau's will are recent press clippings featuring Linguini and the letter to Skinner from Linguini's mother.
Linguini? Why would Linguini be filed with your will?
Well, this used to be my office.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Music. The music starts to build as Remy reads, his eyes jumping between the letter and the will, his eyes getting bigger and bigger and bigger until...
He's your son?!
I have a son?
How could you not know this?
I have a figment of your imagination. You do not know. How could I?
Well, your son is the rightful owner of this restaurant!
Skinner opens the office door and freezes, stunned by the bizarre sight of a rat on his desktop. Remy snatches the documents in his mouth and runs off.
No, the rat!
Remy races out into the street.
No!
Hot on his heels, Skinner runs back into Lalo on the moped. Before the mortified Lalo can apologize, Skinner is back on his feet. Sorry, boss.
The rat had stolen my documents! He is getting away!
Hey, Mr. Chev! With a crazed shriek, Skinner pushes Lalo off the scooter and comes on and roars off down the street. Skinner screeches to a stop at an intersection, looks around wildly for Remy. He sights the documents scampering through traffic and guns it. Closing in on Remy, Skinner reaches down to snatch the documents when the rat suddenly veers. The moped plunges down a flight of steps to the river, where it lays in a heap at the bottom. Skinner looks up and sees Remy, looking down at him from the balustrade? Balustrade. Documents still clutched in his mouth. Remy laughs. A gust from a passing bus sweeps the wheel from Remy's open jaws high into the air, where it flutters out over the river's edge. Uh-oh. Skinner sees this chance, clambers aboard the moped, and takes off after the wheel, dodging obstacles and passerby. It's a mad chase through the city. Remy makes two desperate leaps from the balustrade to a tree, and he intercepts the wheel, sailing toward the water and landing with a flop on the canvas of a roof of a bateau mouche. I am so sorry. I am butchering my French. It has been years since I took that one semester of French. Remy can't believe he's got both documents again. But neither do Skinner. He gestures to the moped and leaps onto the deck of the same boat. Remy, documents in mouth, leaps onto another passing boat. Skinner's still hot on this trail. A jam of water traffic keeps the game alive, with the two leaping from boat to boat. The last one to leap onto was a dining boat, way too far. But Remy tries anyway, launching to the air with the document in his mouth, sweeping them back like wings, and he catches an updraft as he sails on the Gulf. And he makes a leap of his life as he stretches out of the dining boats and falls short, grasping instead the cloth of a couple. Oh, well, actually, the same one from the beginning. I did not notice this or pay enough attention. But hey, nice to know they've reconciled. As they're dying near the railing, which he yanks out from under their breakfast like an inept magician as he plunges into the river. Skinner sputters in the middle of the Seine as Remy hops up to a bridge passing overhead, scampering safely with the documents. 1 hour later, Skinner goes back to Gusteau's office, soaked, furious, and very silly. Only to find Linguini sitting at the desk.
Yo, get out of my dog. Get out of my dog. And you also get out of my office. After you get out of my dog. What are you doing inside my dog? Why are you inside my dog? I have many questions.
Stop. It's getting worse.
I say get out of my dog? I don't mean in a sexual way. I mean his head is inside my dog's mouth. Okay. He is not in your office or your dog. You are in his.
Give me a second. Okay, I got it. I'm good. Whew. Colette holds up Gusteau's will. Skinner's jaw drops. He looks at Linguini, who can only shrug with embarrassment. Cut to the front page of a newspaper as we spin to a close up with the photo of Linguini. A deer in headlights look on his face as the headline reads Rising Star Chef declared legal owner of Gusteau's. Linguini is surrounded by the other cooks, who raise flutes of champagne in a toast to their new owner. Laughing, collecting Linguini a hug. Watching her in the shadows, Remy smiles. And we go through a montage with one of my favorite songs playing in the background. Series of shots to music illustrating Linguini's rise, Skinner's fall, and all the happy little changes to Gusteau's. With various those microwavables being canceled, and Gusteau's regaining a lost Michelin star. Linguini showing Remy their new, much larger apartment. And meanwhile, a disheveled Skinner is alternating between spying on Gusteau's, looking for the rat, and stewing over the loss of the kitchen. Linguini and Colette raise the blinds in Skinner's old office, opening it to light and clear view of the kitchen. And behind, cooks are symbolically burning the Gusteau standees created to promote the hated frozen food line. Meanwhile, dining area, Gusteau's early evening, a few days later, we see it's a press conference as flashes are popping from cameras with Linguini posing for photos.
Shigui, your rise has been meteoric, and yet you have no formal training. What is the secret to your genius?
Remy reacts to the question from inside Linguini's toque, looking down the head beneath as if to say, "Yeah, smart guy. What is your secret?" I'm Gus Gusteau's son. It's in my blood, I guess. But weren't you aware of that fact until you recently? Well, no. And it resulted in your taking ownership of the restaurant. How did you find out? His face says, because I risked my neck. Well, some part of me just knew. The Cousteau part? Remy tucks a hair tuft, causing Linguini to bop himself in the head with his frying pan.
Where do you get your inspiration?
Inspiration? Again, Remy pricks up his ears. Inspiration has many names. Mine is named Colette.
What?
Back to Linguini. An outraged squeak erupts from inside Linguini's toque. Linguini quickly muffles Remy's squeaks with both hands as he sets his toque down on the table. Linguini sucks on his teeth, making a squeaking sound. Something stuck in my teeth. Over at the Ministry of Health, drab and cluttered, a battered telephone rings at the desk of Nadar Lessard, a bored bureaucrat. He turns from a pile of paperwork and answers. Health inspector, boss. Let's see. Oh, anxious, unshaven, and wrapped in a trench coat that makes him look vaguely like a pervert. Nice. Skinner speaks into a payphone as he stares. Oh, yeah, right. They still use payphones back then. As he stares at the line of dinner customers across the street, waiting to enter Gusteau's. Intercut is needed.
I wish to report a rat infestation. He's taken over my Gusteau's restaurant.
Gusteau's, eh? I can drop by. First opening is 3 months.
It must happen now!
Monsieur, I have the information. If someone cancels, I'll slot you in.
But the puffball rat!
Lazard hangs up.
Stole my documents.
Meanwhile, back in the kitchen, Horace looks at the clock, scowls, and turns to Colette.
It's past opening time. He should have finished an hour ago. Ah!
Okay. Back in the dining area, Colette enters the swirl of activity to confront Linguini. He shoots her a cocky smile, offering her a glass of champagne. Bonjour, mon chéri. Join us. We'll talk about my inspiration.
Yes, he calls it his tiny chef.
um, he shoots Colette a reprimanding look, leans in and says in a low, tight voice, not that, dearest. I meant you. But just then, the front door swings open, spilling cold light and air into the warmth of the restaurant. Well, it looks like Ego has entered the fray.
You are Monsieur Linguini.
Hello.
Pardon me for interrupting your premature celebration, but I thought it only fair to give you a sporting chance as you are new to this game.
Remy watches with fear and awe. Game?
Yes, and you've been playing without an opponent, which is, as you may have guessed, against the rules.
You're Anton Ego.
You're slow for someone in the fast lane.
And you're thin for someone who likes food. Oh!
I don't like food. I love it. If I don't love it, I don't swallow. That is what she said. I will return tomorrow with high expectations. Pray you don't disappoint me.
Ego turns and sweeps out of the restaurant. There's a heavy pause. Colette turns to the assembled press.
Listen, we hate to be rude, but we're French. It's here.
She pulls Linguini from the table and heads to the kitchen. She calls back to the press an apology. He calls back to the press an apology. She meant to say it's dinner time and we're French. Head chef's office moments later. Remy stands on top of the desktop, glowering at Linguini. Don't give me that look. You were distracting me in front of the press. How am I supposed to concentrate with you yanking my hair all the time? Linguini sticks out his hand, offering Remy a now familiar ramp to his post atop Linguini's head. Remy shoots Linguini an about time look and climbs up his arm and under his toga. And that's another thing. Your opinion isn't the only one that matters here. Colette knows how to cook too, you know. And that was the last straw. Remy grabs a hair yank and pulls a little too hard. Ow! All right, that's it. Outside back of the kitchen at the back kitchen entrance. Door bangs open as Linguini storms out, mashing his toga against his head, and angrily shuts the door behind him. He yanks his toga off and gets Remy in Remy's tiny face. You take a break, little chef. I'm not your puppet, and you're not my puppet controlling guy. From the roof above, Skinner is watching the strange scene, his jaw hanging open.
The rat is the cook.
You cool off and get your mind right, little chef. Ego is coming in. I've got to focus. Skinner watches as Linguini storms back into the kitchen. He exits, ducking down the fire escape.
You stupid!
Remy is furious. In a pint-sized fit of rage, he kicks a can. Then, tottering under its weight, picks up a bottle to throw against the wall and suddenly finds himself face to face with Emil and his rat pals. Wow, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it's like you're his fluffy bunny or something.
I'm sorry about all these guys, Remy. I tried to limit them, but...
No, you know what? It's okay. I've been selfish. You guys hungry? Dinner's on me. We'll go after closing time. In fact, tell Dad to bring the whole clan.
Uh-oh. Later on in Linguini's new apartment that night, he returns calling out in the darkened apartment. Little chef? He looks in Remy's little sleeping area and finds it empty. Whoop. Meanwhile, at the kitchen at Cousteau's, nighttime, Horace puts the kitchen to bed. He pulls on his coat and turns the lights out. Later, a metal grate in the floor lifts up. Remy and Django peek out. This is great, son. An inside job. I see the appeal.
Shh.
Remy climbs out, looks around, and signals that the coast is clear. An army of rats, the cracked food theft unit, pour in after him, mobilizing effectively to raid the vault. When all of a sudden, Linguini returns to the kitchen. Uh-oh. Little chef? Little chef? Oh, the clan rats instantly freeze, camouflaging themselves. It was both amazing and precarious. Any close look would betray deception. Remy steps out, revealing himself to Linguini. Hey, little chef. I thought you went back to the apartment. And then you weren't there. I don't know. It didn't seem right. As Linguini opens up to Remy, we cut to quick shots, visual gags of the Rat Clan hiding in plain sight. It just didn't seem right to leave things the way we did, so I came back, hoping you'd be here. And, well, here you are. But Linguini is so absorbed in his own feelings that he's utterly blind to the fact that the food safe door is ajar, and that he's caught the rats mid-heist. Look, I don't want to fight. I've been under a lot of, pressure. A lot has changed in not very much time, you know? I'm suddenly a Gusteau, and I gotta be a Gusteau, or, people will be disappointed. It's weird. Meanwhile, the rats are inside, high up on the shelves, and the egg cartons inside the whole wedge of Swiss cheese. They're basically in the middle of stealing everything. Meanwhile, Emil hides in the center of an asparagus bunch held together by a rubber band. His eyes latch onto a bunch of juicy grapes, which hang literally in his face. Enticed, he leans forward just enough to get his lips around on the edge of a single grape and slowly eats them, swallowing them whole. He glances up, another grape beckons. Emil leans for it. I've never disappointed anyone before because nobody's ever expected anything of me. And the only reason anyone expects anything from me now is because of you. Remy listens to Linguini, shamed by his kind words. I haven't been fair to you. You've never failed on me, and I should never forget that. At this point, Emil's now stuffed and lumpy with grapes. And he's going for the last remaining grape on the stem. Balancing on a cheese wheel, he lashes the asparagus rubber band to the shelf and leans out over the edge, straining to reach it. The most honorable friend a guy could ever ask. But as the cheese wheel shifts, Emil loses his balance and falls. The cheese lands on top of him, causing his belly full of grapes to machine gun from his mouth and hit the back of Linguini's neck. He turns and sees that the food safe door is open. What is this? What's going on? He pulls the door open and flips the light on, and the rats flee, spilling from the shelves in a squeaking, fur-covered wave that rushes past Linguini's feet and out the open door. You're stealing food? How could you? I thought you were my friend. I trusted you. The door bursts open, a flood of rats pour out the rear door into the alley, a furious Linguini behind them brandishing a mop. Get out, you and all your rat buddies, and don't come back or I'll treat you the way restaurants are supposed to treat pets. Linguini ducks back inside and slams the doors behind him, then throws down the mop and storms off in rage. Remy stares in silence, devastated by what he's done. Django and the rest of the Rat Clan emerge, gathering around the group, including Remy and Emil.
You're right, Dad. Who am I kidding? We are who we are. And we're rats.
Remy turns, unconsciously drops to his forelegs and walks away slowly, his voice distant and sad.
Well, I'll leave soon. And now you know how to get in. Be all you want.
You're not coming?
Lost my appetite.
Aww. Now it's nighttime at Cousteau's. Strangely, Linguini is dressed as the waiter. He waits on a lone diner, whose face is hidden behind a menu. Do you know what you'd like, sir? Menu lowers, revealing ego.
Yes, I'd like your heart roasted on a spit. Ah!
Linguini awakens. Someone is pounding at the office door. Oh, thank God, it was just a dream. Come in! The door opens and Colette leans in, speaking tenderly.
Today's the big day. You should say something to them.
Like what?
You're the boss. Inspire them.
Whew. Linguini places a stepladder at the front of the kitchen and stands on the top step, and he clears his throat. Attention, everyone. Whew. Tonight is a big night. The appetite is coming, and D's going to have a big ego. I mean, ego. He's coming. The critic, and he's going to order something from our menu, and we'll have to cook it, unless he orders something cold like a salad. Ugh, God, this way to go, buddy. Um, Outside the rear kitchen entrance, at the same moment, Remy is watching through the kitchen window, sighing. Just can't leave it alone, can you?
You really shouldn't be here during restaurant hours. It's not safe.
Well, I'm hungry. I don't need the inside of food to be happy. Key, my friends, to not be picky. Observe. Emil lifts the corner of a toppled over box, exposing a chunk of cheese. Emil chuckles, reaching for the cheese.
No, wait!
He grabs Emil's tail and pulls him clear. A hinge drops, trapping Remy inside a cage. Emil rushes to Remy, panicked. Oh no! What do we do? I'll go get Dad! A shadow looms over them. Emil quickly hides. Skinner picks up the trap cage, grinning ear to ear.
You may think you are a chef, but you are still only a rat.
Meanwhile, at the kitchen, the cooks are sitting now, bored out of their minds as Linguini is still rambling. Sure, he took away his star last time he reviewed this place. Sure, it probably killed Ghost Dad. Oh, this is very bad juju right here. But I'll tell you one thing. But then Mustafa bursts through the dining room door, interrupting.
Ego is here!
Oh, God. We're all dead. We're all dead. Colette steps up.
Anton Eagle is just another customer. Let's cook!
An intent look sweeps the faces of the staff. With a burst of grunts, cries, and some hand claps, they get back to work. Yeah, let's. Okay. Streets near Cousteau's. Moments later, Remy's cage is set down inside the trunk of Skinner's car. Remy looks up at Skinner.
So, I have in mind a simple rearrangement. You will create for me a new line of Chef Skinner frozen foods, and I, in return, will not kill you.
Remy is startled and looks aghast. Laughing, Skinner slams shut the trunk and exits toward the restaurant. Nearby, Emil watches cautiously.
Au revoir, rat!
Back at the Gusto's restaurant, Mustafa draws a deep breath, gathering courage. He turns and approaches Ego's table.
Do you know what you would like this evening, sir? Yes, I think I do. After reading a lot of overheated puffery about your new cook, you know what I'm craving? A little perspective. That's it! I'd like some fresh, clear, well-seasoned perspective. Can you suggest a good wine to go with that? With what, sir? Perspective? Fresh out, I take it? Sorry? Very well, since you're out of perspective and no one else seems to have in this bloody town, I'll make you a deal. You provide the food, I'll provide the perspective, which go nicely with the bottle of Cheval Blanc 1947. I'm afraid I didn't... Your dinner section? Tell your Chef Linguini that I want whatever he dares to serve to me. Tell him to hit me with his best shot.
Whew. Mustafa scurries off, seated at a nearby table, and disguised in a trench coat, sunglasses, and a beret. Skinner jerks his head towards Ego and speaks to his waiter.
I'll have whatever he's having.
Inside Skinner's car trunk, Remy sits in the corner of his cage, alone and defeated. The Gusto sprite appears. He studies Remy, speaking quietly. So, we've given up.
Why do you say that?
We're in a cage.
No,
Inside a car trunk. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. We're in a cage. Inside a car trunk, awaiting a future in frozen food products.
no, I'm the one in the cage. I've given up. You are free.
I am only as free as you imagine me to be. As you are.
Oh, please. I'm sick of pretending. I pretend to be a father. I pretend to be a rat for my father. I don't pretend to be a father for my rat.
What? Remy's identity crisis. Out in full view, folks. Right here. The other path Ratatouille could have taken.
I pretend to be a father for my rat. I pretend to be Linguini for a human. I pretend to know what the fuck I'm saying. I pretend to be a rat for my father. I pretend to be a human through Linguini. I pretend you exist so I have someone to talk to. You only tell me stuff I already know. I know who I am. Why do I need you to tell me? Why do I need to pretend?
Cousteau smiles with affection and relief. Ah, but you don't, Remy. He floats to Remy, puts his hands squarely on the rat's shoulders. You never did. And with that, Cousteau fades away. A loud thunk as something hits the street pavement outside. Cathedral across from Cousteau's. A stone gargoyle had just missed the trunk of Skinner's car and shattered on the pavement. Django, clearly annoyed, calls to get the muscle-bound lab rat who was perched on the one gargoyle-less balustrade above. No, my other left! Git grunts, moves to the next gargoyle, and pushes. Inside Skinner's car trunk. Remy, alert and excited now, calls out.
Dad! Dad! I'm in here! I'm inside the trunk! What the... Dad!
Wham! The top of the trunk suddenly caves in from the second gargoyle's impact. Light streams in as Emil appears. Hey, little brother!
Emil!
Django joins Emil as he grabs the cage latch from the outside, straining with all their might. 3 rats pop it open. Remy jumps out, gives Django and Emil quick hugs.
Oh, I love you guys!
Then he scrambles out of the trunk and takes off towards Cousteau's. Where are you going?
Back to the restaurant! They'll fail without me!
Well, why do you care?
Because I'm a cook!
Django and Emil see this and they chase after him. Inside the kitchen, at Cousteau's at the same time. It's chaos as tempers are flaring. Orders are piling up and the kitchen is dissolving under Linguini's Remulous leadership. Holding a pan filled with gray glop, Horse confronts Linguini.
It's your recipe! How can you not know your recipe?
I didn't write it down and it just came to me.
Then maybe it'll come to you again, yeah? Because we got service! Where's my order?
Can we serve them something else? There's something I didn't invent. This is what they're ordering. We'll make them order something else. Tell them we're all out. No, we can't be all out. We just opened. I have another idea. What if we serve them what they order?
We would make it! Just tell us what you did!
I don't know what I did.
We had to tell the customer something!
Tell them. Dog! In a rage, Linguini runs into his office and slams the door closed. Huh? Outside back kitchen entrance, Cousteau's at the same time. Django and Emil rush to stop Remy as he heads towards the kitchen door. Remy! Remy! Don't do it! They'll see you! Stop! There, Remy pushes through them away long enough to get past inside the doorway, exposing himself to 2 cooks. The other rats hide.
He's come too far too fast. Could you do more with this little experience? We are not talking about me. We are talking about what to do, right?
Horse suddenly freezes, his gaze fixed on the back entrance. There, smack dab in the middle of the doorway, sits Remy, as brash as a tiny gunslinger entering a saloon.
Rats!
Instantly, the other cook sees dangerous utensils and charge at Remy. But Remy doesn't move. Suddenly, a voice shouts, "Don't touch him!" Miraculously, everyone stops, their weapons raised, their gaze shifting up to Linguini, who rushes in front of the group in rage. Linguini, oh, thanks for coming back, little chef. I know this sounds insane, but well, the truth sounds insane sometimes, but that doesn't mean it's not the truth. The truth is, I have no talent at all. But this rat, he's the one behind these recipes. He's the cook, the real cook. Little chef? The cook's watch in amazement as Remy hops onto his lower palm. Linguini lifts Remy up to his head to demonstrate. He's been hiding under my toge. He chooses the ingredients, the spice. Linguini picks up some spices lifted into Remy's nose. The other cooks react. The strange and familiar action of Linguini's is suddenly stranger than ever. He's been controlling my actions. Remy gives Linguini's hair a few tugs to demonstrate. He's the reason I can cook the food that's exciting everyone. The reason Ego is outside that door. You've been giving me credit for his gift. I know it's a hard thing to believe, but hey, you believed I could cook, right? Look, this works. It's crazy, but it works. We can be the greatest restaurant in Paris. And this rat, this brilliant little chef can lead us there. What do you say? You with me? For a moment, nobody moves. But then Horst, tears welling up in his eyes, crosses to a grateful, moved Linguini and hands him his apron and toga, exiting silently out the back door. Linguini watches stunned as one by one, everyone else exits with him, leaving only Colette. Colette locks eyes with him, both anger and tears welling up. Her hand comes up to slap him, but doesn't. It just trembles, then drops to her side. She pushes past him and out the door. Linguini looks out of the dining room. Ego waits, drumming his fingers. Soon the customers are going to get restless. Linguini exchanges a sad look with Remy, shrinks, and closes the door behind him. Colette speeds off on her motorcycle, recklessly through the streets. She stops and hesitates a bit, and but looks up and sees a familiar cookbook, beckoning from the display window of a used bookstore, with Gusto's "Anyone Can Cook" logo that Colette's staring at. Cut back to Cousteau's kitchen. Alone in the empty kitchen, Remy faces the dining room door, feeling Ego on the other side, waiting. And then he realizes Django is also there.
Dad, I don't know what to say.
I was wrong about your friend. And about you.
Dad, I don't want you to think I'm choosing this or a family. I can't choose between two halves of myself.
I'm not talking about cooking. I'm talking about guts. This really means that much to you. Almost apologetically, Remy nods. Django sighs, then lets out a loud whistle, and the entire rat clan emerges from the shadows, quickly surrounding them. We're not cooks, but we are family. You tell us what to do, we'll get it done. The door creak turns the rat's attention to the back door where the health inspector has just entered. Oh my god, rats. And then he bolts.
Stop that health inspector!
Immediately, Django leads half of the rat clan after him, yelling as he exits out the door. Delta team, go, 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 go! Rest of you, stay and help Remy! I behind Cousteau's inside the inspector's car. The inspector jams his keys into the ignition and turns. The engine's not going to cover. The whole stampede of rats moves out of the kitchen and towards him, and they engulf the car, covering it like a blanket. Oh god, that's a scene from a horror movie. Back at the kitchen at the same time, the dishwasher opens with a whoosh of steam. Dozens of rats emerge. Okay, they're sterilizing and cleaning themselves up as Remy barks orders.
Team 3 will be handling fish. Team 4 roast items. Team 5 grill. Team 6 sauces. Get to your stations. Let's go, go, go. Those handling food will walk on 2 legs.
Linguini emerges from the office and is astonished by the sight. Remy and the rats see this and suddenly pause. Linguini walks up to Remy. Remy suddenly filled with purpose. We need someone to wait tables. Remy nods. Cut to chef's office. Linguini turns his backpack upside down. A pair of roller skate blades hit the desk with a clunk. Now, Linguini is taking on waiter duties as he explodes through the double doors and sweeps through the dining room on his rollerblades, distributing menus with economical precision. Huh, guess we have some idea of what he used to do before.
Yeah.
Let's see. He arrives at Skinner's table, able to refill water. No, I'm sorry for any delay, but we're a little short tonight.
Please take all the time you
Uh,
need.
All right, back into the kitchen. Kitchen's going like blazes. Rats are sauteing, spicing, grilling, cooking up a storm.
Make sure that steak is diced and tenderized. Work it. Yeah, stick and move. Stick and move. Easy with that salt in the air. Less salt, more butter. Only use the Mimolette cheese. Whoa, compose a salad like you're painting a picture. Not too much vinaigrette in that salad, compose. Don't let the beurre blanc separate. Keep whisking. Gently poach the scallops. Taste check. Spoons down. Good. Too much salt? Good. Don't boil the cod so it'll toughen the pheasant.
Station at the pass, Emil wipes the sauces to the edges of the plates with a cloth. The last crucial bit of quality control. Tempted by the sauce, he tries to sneak a lick.
Emil!
Sorry. Dining here at the same time. Eagle looks impatiently at his watch, scribbles in his notepad, then his eyes fall to the soup. He tastes it. It's clear to him that it's not bad. Back at the kitchen, the rats are functioning like a well-oiled machine, perfectly prepared. Emil is being hitting the pass as quickly as Linguini can grab them. And the back door pushes open to reveal Colette. But she is staggered by the bizarre spectacle and almost about to vomit. And as she wheels back to the exit, Linguini rushes in, throwing his arms around her. Colette! You came back! Colette,
Don't say a word. If I think about it, I might change my mind. Just tell me what the rat wants to cook.
Moments later, Remy flips through Gusteau's recipe box, and pulls one out, showing it to Colette.
Ratatouille? It's a peasant dish. Are you sure you want to serve this to Ego?
Remy nods. As Colette begins to prepare, we hear a tire screech and a loud crash as the health inspector is getting dragged in, bound and gagged, and thrown into the. Hang on. Oh yeah, they dump him in the walk-in. But Colette just shrugs, not wanting to ask any more questions, and is about to add the first spice to the ratatouille, but is blocked by a wooden spoon. She sees up and sees that it's held by Remy.
What? I am making the ratatouille.
He makes a face.
Well, how would you prepare it?
He pauses and considers. Now we go through the montage of them making the titular ratatouille, as only he can make it. And we see it being served to both Skinner and Ego.
Ratatouille? They must be joking.
Ego seems unimpressed, but goes on to taste it as he examines the vegetables, then brings it to his mouth. But as he eats it, he is whisked away back into his past, and he remembers his childhood. Ego is frozen by these feelings, and then he dives right into his meal. And then Skinner, amazed at the sight, eats the dish as well.
No, it can't be.
He then bursts through the double doors of the kitchen.
Oh, cook the ratatouille! I demand a no!
Yeah, he sees the cavalcade of rats in the kitchen, and just as quickly also gets thrown in the back with the health inspector by the rats. And we cut back to Ego as he finishes up his meal.
I can't remember the last time I asked a waiter to give my compliments to the chef. And now I find myself in the extraordinary position of having my waiter be the chef.
Thanks, but I'm just your waiter tonight.
Then who do I thank for the meal?
He stares for a moment, wondering how to respond. Excuse me for a minute. He skates back to the kitchen door where Colette has been watching from a distance. Ego squints and he can see Linguini and Colette are visible through the panels in a heated discussion. Then he returns to the table, this time with Colette.
Ah, you must be. If you wish to meet the chef, you will have to meet until all the other customers have gone. So be it.
Dissolved to much later as the restaurant has cleared, and Ego, who waits with grim patience. Linguini and Colette emerge from the kitchen and silently cross over to his table. Linguini holds the toga upright in his flat hand and reveals Remy.
At first, Ego thinks it's a joke, but as Linguini explains, Ego's smile disappears.
We see a series of shots of Ego being led to the kitchen and being shown how the entire process works. Remy controlling Linguini, the rats handling the food.
He doesn't react beyond asking an equational question. Bleh. An occasion, an occasional question.
Finally, Linguini and Colette are now seated at the table opposite Ego. Remy sits on the table facing Ego, who occasionally glances down at him. Finally, Ego gets up and bows slightly.
When the story is done, Ego stands, thanks us for the meal, thank you for the meal, and leaves without another word.
We then go through another montage and a series of shots of everyone reacting and thinking about the next day what that could be as Ego writes his review.
The following day, his review appears. This is honestly my favorite part of the movie.
I know, right?
In many ways, the work of a critic is easy. We risk very little, yet enjoy a position over those who offer up their work and themselves to our judgment. We thrive on negative criticism, which is fun to write and to read. But the bitter truth we critics must face is that, in the grand scheme of things, the average piece of junk is probably more meaningful than our criticism designating it so. But there are times when a critic truly risks something, and that is in the discovery and defense of the new. The world is often unkind to new talent, new creations. The new needs friends. Last night I experienced something new. An extraordinary meal from a singularly unexpected source. To say that both the meal and its maker have challenged my preconceptions about fine cooking is a gross understatement. They have rocked me to my core. In the past, I have made no secret of my disdain for Chef Gusteau's famous motto, anyone can cook. But I realize only now do I truly understand what he meant. Not everyone can become a great artist, but a great artist can come from anywhere. It is difficult to imagine more humble origins than those of the genius now cooking at Gusteau's, who is, in this critic's opinion, nothing less than the finest chef in France. I will be returning to Gusteau soon, hungry for more.
It is morning at Gusto's as Colette and Linguini hug over the review, and the rats and Remy and the rat clan cheers over the review as well.
It was a great night, the happiest of my life. But the only thing predictable about life is its unpredictability.
Yeah, we see a shot of a board worker for the Ministry of Health pasting closed over the front door of Gusto's.
We had to let Skinner and the health inspector loose, and of course, they ratted us out. The food didn't matter. Once it got out, there were rats in the kitchen, the restaurant was closed, and Ego lost his job and his credibility. But don't feel too bad for him. He's doing very well as a small town business investor. He seems very happy.
How do you know? Remy smiles and points through the small window into the main dining room. There, Anton Ego, whose faces now have more color and a few more pounds, dines happily at the prime table. A small bell rings as Remy glances down to the new kitchen they're working in. Colette's looking up at him, tapping her wrist, indicating it's time.
Gotta go, dinner rush.
He takes off, jumping into a counterweighted basket made especially for him, as he's quickly dropped into the kitchen. The basket with Remy drops into the counter and Remy humps off. Colette sets down a plate of Remy's now famous ratatouille, leaving the finish to Remy.
You know how he likes it.
Remy nods and quickly expertly finishes the presentation. You follow Linguini, now the maitre d', as he takes the plate into the dining room and delivers it to Ego. Can I interest you in a dessert this evening?
Don't you always?
Which one would you like? Ego grins as he turns towards the window in the kitchen where Remy is watching and calls out to him.
Surprise me!
Remy signals Ego in the affirmative and goes off to create something delicious. When Karen pulls away, this happy scene to reveal a bistro, jammed with open-minded foodies, a hip-cultured mixture of bohemians of all ages, all there to enjoy good food and life. And the camera continues out the window as we are outside the bistro on Paris' desk, as a long line of customers has formed outside, waiting to get in. An elegant metal sign hangs into view of the new bistro, featuring a rat wearing a chef's toque, along with the bistro's name, La Ratatouille. And we end as the credits roll.
Oh god. That. I honestly can't decide if this is the favorite one I've done so far. This or Toy Story 2 because of Buzz Lightyear. Because on the one hand, this film holds a special place in my heart as someone that is kind of a critic. But on the other hand, Buzz Lightyear.
Only a few minutes over. I did much better this time.
Hell yeah. Vast improvement. And next week we will be doing WALL-E.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna be an interesting one, because how much actual dialogue is there in this?
Well, I mean, when it comes to the robots, not much, but you gotta remember the human characters.
Yeah, I know. But I don't know. Well, I mean, I haven't read the actual transcript of it. I mean, I'm just imagining that so much of it is going to be a lot of describing and exposition before we start getting into larger chunks of dialogue, I guess.
Actually, surprisingly enough, I remember there was a video that like went into the dialogue log of WALL-E, and every noise that the robots make, there was actually like dialogue like set up for what the noises indicate. Yeah, let me find the video.
Huh. Wow.
Here we are. What the bots are saying according to the script. It's honestly fascinating.
I mean, I could kind of make out what they're saying from the movie, from the way they intonate the noises they make, or even just saying their names over and, or I guess their designations over and over.
Yeah.
Eve. Oh, wow, me.
Yeah, it is interesting.
I'm always gonna think back to that scene between Wally and Mo, the little cleaner bot.
Well, that one will definitely be interesting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Hell yeah. Well, until then, we will see y'all next week.
See y'all next week. I am probably gonna grab a snack after this because now I'm hungry again.
You should get some ratatouille.
I can't spend time cooking. It's already like 10 p.m. over here.
People have cooked at later times.